Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Is that not?
What up,
That was
though?
mine.
What up, though, y'all? We back with another episode of the Ladies Room. I'm excited because it's the holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost New Year's. It's almost 2024. That sounds crazy, considering when I graduated.
Hey, T-Boss.
Make you feel
Hey,
old,
girl,
huh?
it make me feel old.
Man, I swear.
But we about to be in 2024, and I just seen a post that said December literally came in, said hey, and left. And that's how I feel. Like, I just paid the rent, and my rent is like, hello, I'm back. What's up? You there?
Yeah. Hello.
But anyway, we, like I said, we in the holiday season. We got a guest in the building. So, what up, Des?
Hey, what's going on?
We got, our usual. We got Haley in the building.
What's up, y'all?
And we got our producer, Mark.
What's the word? What's the word?
Before we get into the topic, as y'all can see on the title, hey T-Boss, we gon' I want to know what y'all do for the holiday, because I feel like the holidays not as traditional as they used to be. What did y'all do as far as dinner? Did y'all hang with family? What did y'all do? We gonna start with Mark.
I ate traditional and non-traditional. I had lasagna and regular food.
Oh, so you did get your lasagna?
Yeah, I did get my lasagna.
Okay.
And then I had some food from the family, of course, and we couldn't spend time with them because me and my mother was sick. I was getting over it.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
my mom actually had COVID and shit. So, yeah, I'm just getting over that shit. And then, everything else is pretty much. I actually had a podcast on fucking Christmas and Christmas Eve.
Okay.
3 shows on Christmas Eve and then
And
one
people
on
actually
Christmas.
showed up.
Yeah, I know. Straight up.
See, it's
People still did their shows a regular day in the neighborhood for a lot of people.
It ain't the
You
same.
know what I'm saying?
People ain't as pressed to be with their family or
I
something.
feel like if it's not like a white Christmas, people don't really get into the.
Oh, we
spirit
had a
of
white
it.
Christmas. I had posted a stat too, and I said, "So what y'all like better? Y'all like the foggy white Christmas or the snowy white Christmas?" Cause we should for sure had a white Christmas. It just wasn't snowy
right,
white.
yeah.
It was foggy white.
Right.
So
It was fucking.
You
It was
know
like
what?
50 degrees.
But
though.
Haley, do you remember what I used to say when we was working? I prefer fog because, like, I'm obsessed with fog weather, like, to the point where I wish I can put fog in a jar and take it home.
Girl.
I used to say that out loud to people, like, dang, I love fog so much, I want to take it home and put it in the jar. But yeah, it was decent to me. I loved it.
It was crazy. I mean, I'm a December baby. I always had snow, but I was happy it wasn't none. But my
What you do?
it was cool. I was with my boyfriend family for like Christmas Eve. They did something, and then I was with my other family on Christmas, and it was cool. Regular food. My mom was supposed to cook lasagna, but she didn't
Why was everybody on the lasagna? one?
because
I love
lasagna is
it.
something different. Like we just had Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So we over the turkey and ham.
Did y'all have that for
and mac and
Thanksgiving
cheese.
too, though?
Yes.
So
So
a lot
we
of
didn't have lasagna. We had like
No, I'm talking about
turkey.
traditional for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. So a lot of people were saying like they didn't want to have the same thing they have for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, but we've been doing that. We've been having turkey twice a year. Like
Yeah.
well, that's part of the reason why people
You want
tired of it and
something
want to do
different.
something new and want something
they
different.
over it.
And when I posted that stat, now everybody in the comments like, "Yeah, I'm doing lasagna." So I'm like, "You motherfucker, just saying lasagna because
Yeah.
I said damn
Yeah.
That's what
lasagna."
you
Or
Yeah.
like my grandma, she used to barbecue ribs on Christmas.
And I almost posted that. I wanted to say I don't even want nothing to match. I want lasagna and ribs. That's almost what I said.
You know
too.
what? That's
That ain't a
crazy.
bad combo.
It's-
It ain't, is it?
It ain't.
Yeah, you got a little bit of
Look
both.
at your fat ass.
She don't even like ribs.
I don't even eat ribs.
She don't even eat ribs
I don't
at
See,
all.
look.
But even before I stopped eating meat, I did not eat ribs. Like ribs has never been on my list of
And
things
it's
I
so
want.
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's I love ribs.
Yeah.
A good rib.
Yeah,
I don't like food that take too much work, like crab legs. It's too much work
got
to
a
get
list
to
of
the
shit
core.
I was like
I'm
that
straight.
before. For
but
real.
once you get it, you got it.
Only
I got
time
a
I
list
eat
of
crab
shit to
legs is
question.
when mama around.
Make people question if I'm really black that I don't even like. Some shit is just like I don't eat all of the traditional
Like
black
See,
food.
he had steak and potatoes. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. It was cool though.
we had seafood. It was
Like I was just about to say, like I don't eat no seafood, no
But
fish.
see, I
nothing.
eat seafood on New Year's though, like gumbo and
See,
some
I never
crab
heard of people
legs.
eating seafood on New Year.
Oh, everybody I know eats seafood on New
That's-
Year's Eve.
Okay.
Like I don't eat
I ain't
yams,
knocking it.
sweet potatoes on a plate.
No, what's crazy is like people used to question me because I didn't eat eggs up until I was in college.
Really?
Yeah.
What
It scars
Is it
had a
you just didn't
moment.
like the taste?
No,
or
like I think I was like 5, and my grandma had made breakfast for like me and my cousins and stuff, and like I just ate them and ended up throwing up. Like, and I was like, yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
ain't
scarred
scar.
you.
It's
Yeah,
scar.
it
Yeah.
scarred you.
So, but the smell used to bother me. Like when I would walk in the house and somebody cook, I'm like, you making eggs? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here. Like, but I
Well,
think,
they when you think about what they are, though, and I kind of the freak the panel out a couple of weeks ago with this, but yeah, I mean it's a chicken's period. It's a fucking
What?
chicken's
Oh
menstrual
my God.
cycle.
You just
That's
always
what
it's
it is.
a, you
Take it too
think
far.
it's
It's
a
a
menstrual
un- it's
cycle?
a
Or it's
un-
an actual?
It's an
it's actual-
unfertilized egg. That's what a menstrual cycle is.
I don't
right?
want to
For a
talk about
chicken.
that. Well, I don't eat meat no more, so talk your shit.
Well, you
do
eat
eat-
dairy,
You
your
can eat
dairy,
egg
your
whites.
dairy
You can
products.
eat egg whites still.
Oh, I eat a dairy product. I eat a product of meat. I do eat eggs, so
Yeah.
and cheese.
You only do
You
you
eat
eat
a
egg whites or
product
you
of
actually
chicken.
eat egg?
Huh?
Dairy products, anything that's this, it come from. Oh no, that's scratch that. That could be cows. I'm stupid.
I don't drink dairy milk though. Like I drink
I do almond milk.
Almond milk, yeah.
It's
How do they make almond milk? Like,
It's
I
with
don't-
almonds.
I
Do they
figured
squeeze
it
it
out.
from
I'm
almonds?
glad
Do
you.
they
Shut the
squeeze
hell
it?
up.
Don't
I'm
they, like,
glad you
crunch 'em
asked.
up and,
I'm
like,
glad you
mush
asked.
'em?
Nah, shut
No,
the hell up.
they soak almonds
Yeah.
in water
Yeah.
and vanilla extract for the vanilla flavor,
Right.
and I don't know how long. I
They
think
like,
overnight.
kind of siphon it or something.
And there's like a
They blend it and then they take like a cheesecloth and then they
sift it. They
like that.
s-
I think I seen a video of that.
yeah.
I mean, it probably tastes better. I mean, I just like it because it's better for you. But
I mean, it's different. It's actually
You don't
tastes
milk the
decent.
almond, Mark. You smart ass.
They talking they
So
cheese
almond
it.
milk is
Look at-
really just almond flavored water.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty
and
much.
vanilla extract.
and with vanilla,
vanilla
like
extract.
maple syrup or if you
Yeah,
want
or whatever
make
flavor.
your own.
See, Rashawn said New Year's is pork and black eyed peas.
Oh yeah, my mama always gonna make.
You said who?
My mama definitely gonna make
I'm
some
trying
black
to
eyed
think.
peas.
See, I don't eat black eyed peas.
Me
Me either, but
I
my
don't
mama
eat
still
neither.
gonna make them. She
I
gonna
eat
make
neither.
ham hocks. She gonna make black eyed peas and some collard greens. I don't eat it, but she gonna make it
Hey,
every year.
Black
for
eyed peas
New
be
Year's.
fire though.
No.
And then there's something stupid about me because I
Black-
love sweet potato pie, but don't put yams on my plate. Don't even let
Really?
the yams touch the
But you might
macaroni.
be like, I don't like tomatoes, but I like ketchup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the
thing.
same way.
Same
I'm
thing.
kind
I
of
mean,
the same way.
but ketchup is like altered because it's like so much sugar.
It's
in
so
it.
much.
Yeah.
It's a lot in there. But yeah,
I mean,
It's
I
almost
eat
just like
sugar-free
I
ketchup.
wouldn't eat squeezed and sliced cheese on my burger, so why would
No.
I squeeze and sliced tomatoes?
That's
Sweet cheese is not the same.
not the same comparison. bro.
It is though because it's still a form of cheese.
It's not the same.
but it's processed. But
He
that
said
cheese
squeezed
processed-
tomatoes.
It's ketchup, ain't it?
It is, but it's,
It's
squeezed
processed
tomatoes
and
along with
sugar
other.
That's
and-
processed.
Okay, so what
Protein
is
and all
cheese?
that.
It's the same thing. It is. He got a point. Because it's literally cheese.
Mark.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So grapes and grape pop, because they not the same.
No,
but
definitely ain't the same.
They're not the same
No,
flavor
come
at
on
all.
now.
Like
No,
blueberry
I'm just
don't
saying,
taste like blueberry,
grapes
raspberry.
and wine.
Okay, so we're
yeah.
talking about things that are allegedly from the same thing.
Yeah,
Ketchup
grape
is
pop.
not from tomato. Well, it's from tomatoes along with other products. Grapes and grape pop are from two
And-
different products, so you can't compare the two. Is
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Yeah. It's too deep.
That's all I'm saying.
No, it's this. Yeah.
We getting too deep in the rabbit hole.
Right,
Anyway, anyway, we got a guest in the building. I'm excited.
Yes, it's a good
keep
topic.
keep the guests coming. Keep watching. Keep commenting. Keep sharing. Keep liking. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate y'all. And keep asking to join the show. The topic might or might not pertain to you, but this week I feel like this is particular to men, and we need to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the obvious to some and non-obvious to others, but we're gonna talk about the disadvantages of black men. And it's so many different ways we can go with that, but the disadvantages of men and the odds against them. So let's address the elephant in the room. Obviously, there is odds against black men.
Definitely.
We're not gonna talk about other races because yes, there's odds against men, but there's mainly
There's
odds against
definitely a
black
difference
men.
between black men
Yeah.
versus any other race of men. And just I don't know,
Shit. Which chapter y'all want to open?
Right,
with
that's what I'm
this?
saying. It's just so
we don't
many.
know.
It on like a black man, like it's to the point where it's like, damn, like, can we do right?
Deanna, I'm laughing at your comment.
Yeah,
Go-
me too, girl.
But yeah, so where I want to start is where, as black men in a room, where or when was there a time that you feel like there was an odd against you or a disadvantage, like you could have or couldn't have got into a position or a role because of your color?
So
Or have you ever been in that?
It sounds like to me what you touching on right now is when have I ever encountered racism?
Yeah, generally.
You know what? It's hard for me to say that I have in a way in an arena where it prevented me from doing something, because like my first job was my last job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really participate too much into the workforce as far as being in a position where people could manipulate me because of my color. You know what I'm saying? Now on the other hand, I can see maybe my mother. You know what I'm saying? I've witnessed, if I heard things that she spoke on about, you know what I mean, just supervisors and them not giving her just due, or you know what I'm saying, her not being paid what she should be, and things like that. But it's so many different arenas, man, where black men, and since we're talking about black men today, my natural reaction was wanting to say, and black women as well. But we're talking about
men. You know what I'm saying?
This
the ladies' room, but we want to get them in their flowers and
right,
acknowledge the elephant in the room.
Right. But you got to be. I just want to be careful to speaking on those type of things. You know what I mean? Because it's never. An allowed space for us to talk about ourselves without someone wanting to insert. And it comes off insensitive.
And that's why I said this is not just because only black men have disadvantages. Men have disadvantages, but black men especially
y'all
have
definitely got
disadvantages.
Y'all definitely got it the hardest. It's like, be a man, but don't be too manly, but then don't be emotional.
And
go to the comments.
Don't be too much. Don't be not enough.
Right.
Don't say what I don't want you to say, but say how you feel.
You gotta be emotionally.
Say it how you want me to say
intelligent.
it.
Right, but then don't be too emotionally intelligent.
Right, because it's like don't be too vulnerable.
Soft.
Yeah. So
all
it's
of
like
that
the stigma.
shit.
But to touch on what Mark said about the racism, I experienced that at my first time experiencing. I was I think I was 18, 19 years old, and I was a freshman in college. And me and my roommate, we literally, it was 5 of us in the house, but one of my roommates, we got the same class. He's sitting next to me in class. I'm showing him how to do stuff on the math test and stuff like that. I'm failing the math test. He passing it. And then when it comes time to do the final, we take our final, and then I turned my final in, and my teacher was like, you got 3 tests that you got to make up. I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to go make them up right now. I don't know how I failed them. And he passed them. Not saying it to her, but I'm like, how he passed them? Granted, he's white. And then she oh, well, you got to, you can't take it because you turned your final. I'm like, so what was the purpose of you telling me this? So, I wrote a letter to the dean because, so this was my freshman year. Technically, I would have only done 1 year of school, 1 year of junior college. I went to junior college for 2 years. I would have only played 1 year there because coaches were coming to games. And had I played I had to sit out 3 games. Those 3 games that I sat out, it was college coaches there. So that was where the racism part kind of hindered me because I had to sit out because I failed the class. So I wrote a letter to the dean hey, I'm the only black kid in this class. How I fail and somebody who, who copies off me pass. Make it make sense.
Right.
And then I had to end up retaking the class the next semester, passed it with a B with a different teacher.
So now you actually did remind me of a situation, and the reason why I didn't make it completely out of graphic design school at Specs Howard. Okay. Right. So when I graduated the first time for radio, TV, broadcast and whatnot, got out and I started my own company, started 7 Mile Radio, right? So now I go back to Specs Howard as an alumni, and I'm doing web and graphic design. So not only am I, kind of popular in the school because I'm alumni, some of the, all of the teachers still remembered me because I was just there. And now it's like I'm walking through the school with my own logo on for my radio station I created because I'm a fucking alumni of the school.
Right.
Shit, you know what I mean? So, the teacher, it was my typography teacher in my graphic design. See, she was a little young white girl, you know what I mean? And I know now that she had the worst out for me, you know what I mean? Because I ended up not being able to turn my final in for the class, and she ended up failing me, and I failed by 3% my percentage or whatever it was, I can't remember exact numbers, but I was 3% short of being able to pass class. But that was because I didn't turn in my final.
Right.
So that lets you know how high I already was.
Right.
If the final
Yeah,
examination,
your final only took you down 3%.
3%.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. But that's petty. Like 3%, that's so petty.
No, that's petty. That's definitely
and
petty.
they know that I'm an all-star student and shit. You know what I mean? I'm doing. I mean, they.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they, yeah. So and she knew that was a deadline for me to be able to go to the next semester and pass. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't finish graphic design school. But then, I'm smart enough to go home and figure out all of take the tutorials myself
Right.
and figure I still build my website. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was a reason one time where maybe
with
racism.
racism,
Yeah.
So, kind of getting at what I was getting at, Diana in the comments said the disadvantage of expressing feelings or being vulnerable, and then Michigan Made Buddy said no safe space, honestly. And I was talking to a friend who basically said, like, men don't have that safe space to
They
express
don't.
their emotions.
They don't.
Men
They
not
get
supposed to
judged for
express
it.
their emotions.
Or not only that.
Or too much emotions, you aggressive.
Or
you're soft.
or
Yeah.
depending on who you're expressing them to, right?
Mm-hmm.
It gets turned around into, well, what about me? I'm going through this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, it's never a space where I can talk to
Right.
someone where it's about dealing with what I'm going through.
Right.
Right. I feel like it's that, and sometimes like just being like our environment we grew up in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like black household, and it's like, for us it's like, man, don't cry, toughen up, be a man, like
Yeah.
do some push ups, like that type of
Yeah.
thing. You afraid of being judged.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, like for me, like I go through stuff, and I tell my girl, like I be like, man, like I just want to win, like like I don't care about like being like super rich, anything like that. I just want to win. Like if it's like a job calling me, like just to be like, hey, like cause Haley, like I hoop, so like a job from like a different country, like, hey, like we want you, this how much we want to pay. Just that, like my first couple of seasons, like where I was trying to get there, like that's really all I wanted was just a win. But it was like I didn't know who to talk to, because it's like, damn, like I don't want nobody to be like, man, you soft as hell, you crying because you can't hoop, like what I'm saying, like it's a basketball game. But like for so it's like fear of being judged.
So it's like, damn, I'm not even allowed to have passion about what I'm
With my
doing.
craft,
and shit,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to the point where I feel bad about not succeeding. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I want to be.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's crazy.
So have there ever been a situation where you felt like you had to bite your tongue because
Oh my God. All the fucking time, every day.
Every day.
Shit,
Let's talk
every
about
hour
it. Let's
of
talk
the
about
every
it.
day.
Cause like I mean, me personally, I feel like it's times I had to bite my tongue in a work environment.
Definitely.
That's the first thing that come to mind. But what about you?
Yeah, work, family, even some friends. You know what I mean? Because you have to be sensitive to other people's
Or you-
emotions and how they may take it.
Yeah.
Not about what you said. You know what I mean? It's about how, because now again you fall into that realm of it's not what you said, it's how you said. Now you have to say it the right way now. See, but if I say it too soft, it's not taken correctly. It's not, you're not going to apply effect,
Right.
Yeah, but if you
and
say
if I
it-
say it too roughly, now you're not even listening to what I'm saying. You listen to how I'm saying
Or
it,
you
taking it
rude.
Right.
abrasively, and now you're going to get emotional because you can't take how I'm saying it.
You know what I think? Like a lot of times, like I said, it's fear of being judged, but it's also that fear of people listening to respond and not listening to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
so
that
that's
as
the
well.
thing.
That's
That as
crazy.
well.
My boyfriend
That as
tell
well.
me that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you listen to
Women-
respond. You
you
not
ain't-
listening.
So that's why, like the problem with women when they listening to men, and keyword listening to men, is that they take what a man say and they put their own definition on shit a lot of times.
Yeah.
You laughing because you know it, but that shit is
It
sick.
is true.
It's sick as fuck though. Right?
It's
And let me say
crazy.
something else though. Right? That's the reason why y'all have a problem with words like listen and submission, right? Because when a man say that I want you to listen to me, that don't mean that I want you to do what I'm telling you to do. That means that I want you to understand what the fuck I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That don't mean do. See, and y'all take everything because y'all so, some women are so damaged and they come from a place of being controlled and bullied that those words are trigger words that
Yeah.
remind you of situations where you were controlled. You know
That
what I mean?
makes sense,
Right.
though. Yeah.
I think what it is with like when it comes to men like talking to women and you like, I want you to listen to me. Like women are
With
literal
that
thinkers.
tone, see that tone, like when now we got going back to not what you said, but how I say it.
Right.
In that moment where there's turbulence, where the conversation is friction in the conversation, me telling you, listen to me. You know what I'm saying? That they can't take it the way they're supposed to be taking right there in that
that's true.
moment.
But-
But it ain't no way that you can reword it and re-sugarcoat it in that moment saying, listen to me, where they're going to take it the way that they need to be taken.
Yeah, and like I said, I think it's because like a lot of women are literal thinkers. So it's like if I'm like,
They're not literal thinkers. That's the problem.
no,
They're
but
emotional thinkers.
what I'm saying is like literal.
Hold on, now I feel like you're getting off subject.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Say it.
It's part of what we deal with.
Yeah, but like I said, I think it's more of a literal thinking process of like, because I'm a literal thinker. So if like,
Because you're a man. You're
Right.
logical,
but-
literal.
so like if
women-
I,
I'm a realistic thinker.
Women,
And I'm not making a blanket statement, right? Because some, all
Yeah,
women,
not
all
all,
women
not all.
are completely emotionally driven in their thought and action,
Yeah.
right? But y'all are emotional to the core. Y'all are
yeah,
nurturing
they'll
people.
take
That's
it
what y'all are.
personal,
That's how
even
y'all
if it's
are.
not meant that way.
Yeah.
Definitely, because I'm a victim of that. Like, I will definitely say, like, sometimes we'll be talking, and it's like, because he didn't say it how I wanted him to say it, I got offended.
That's why, chick. That dare I say it? You know what I mean? Like that's why women will not in all situations make good leaders, because y'all get emotionally bent out of shape about something. Y'all are burning the whole fucking house down, and then be mad about it later. Understand that you fucked up.
and that's the thing too. Like that's where it's like for men, that's where it's a disadvantage because it's like, how can I lead if you don't want to follow? But
You can't
you're
lead a woman.
not
You can't lead a woman that won't listen to you.
exactly. But like sometimes a woman won't listen because like
You're not leading.
Yeah, some women. Again, that's not to say that all men are worth being followed.
Right.
But it is hard. I do understand what y'all saying, because it's like, it's a double standard. I'm just not gonna lie, because at the end of the day, a woman can express to you, oh, you this, you ain't shit, you broke as hell, but let you turn around and say that to her, oh, everything, it's like, oh,
woe is me.
you know what I'm saying? You coming at me as a woman now, but it's like you just came for that man's whole manhood. You know what I'm saying?
His
But
livelihood.
if
yeah.
he, say the same thing back to you, especially how you said it to him, or even if he doesn't say it to you like you said it to him, it's still, unless she's very mature, it's always gonna be offensive.
But see, here's the thing. The reason why you ain't gonna too much hear a man talking down on a woman, calling her broke, is because a man don't give a fuck about her money.
That's a fact.
A man ain't there to be taken care of financially by no woman. So you calling her broke ain't really no insult. You saying that because you're trying to insult that man. That's like you
Yeah.
can't even take care of me.
Okay, but let me ask you this:
Because that's what you're supposed to be able to do. So you can't. So you, bro, that's you tearing him down like that. That ain't no insult for when we know you came in, bro. We supposed to be taking care of you.
So do you think like this just like came to my mind? Like our parents, they worked, they parents worked. Do you think that like the whole a man gotta work and take care of his family? Do you think that came from being broke back in the day, like 60s, 70s, 80s, like where it was like, all right, I'm gonna work and bust my ass to take care of my family because like today's society, everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody making money, they money's making them money, so it's a difference. Back then, like back in the day, it was like I gotta work and take care of my family. Where it's like, so that's where it's at now. It's like, oh, if you can't take care of your household because you ain't working, but you got other things like if you got other endeavors, like, and they just not hitting right now. If that, like, you get what I'm saying? Like back in the day, people had to work because it was like, being a black family in the 60s. If you weren't working at GM, you know what I'm saying, you had to work 1 or 2 jobs. You get what I'm saying? Like, so that's where it's like you gotta work like crazy to take care of your family, and that's the stigma that's on today's society. Like where it comes to like a black household.
No, yeah.
That's kind of similar to the question I was going to ask, because I was going to ask, has it always been this way? And you asked, was it similar? I mean, is the whole men got to do this and men got to that derived from being poor?
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's. I
It's
think
like something that came about back then, and
yeah.
it just stuck to where it's like, oh, he did that. It was a movie.
I really
I don't
think
think it
that-
derived from being poor. I mean, because that was just, I think more so a lot of what we live off of now is based off of European standards and
I mean,
how
the
they
whole-
live, how their culture and where they I can't think of the words I want to say right now, but yeah, it's basically patterned off of European culture more so than anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, the whole
the
men-
man and the woman still had, you know, a position in the family and the household structure in the family. You know, in even the African culture. But you know, I think of more so what we implement now as far as, you know, marriage and all of the, you know, the household duties, the man, all of that is, you know, European shit.
Right. Yeah.
No,
And
I don't think it's.
I don't think it didn't derive from being poor, definitely, because I mean we got kings and queens that have the same code of, you know, I guess hierarchy in the household that, you know, you see in the hood. You know, per se, as far as a man and a woman does this and that, but
Well,
so I don't. Why would you feel like they came from being poor?
it definitely came from being
No,
poor.
I was asking.
Well,
I feel like it came from that because it's like people like do what they see. Like if you seen your dad, like I know dudes who like, man, my dad was like, he was messing with this woman, he was messing with that woman. That's what I do now. And it's like, it's not something that's like that they planned on doing. It's just what they saw. So like when you see your dad going to work, come home for a couple hours, and then he go to another job, it's like you kind of take that on yourself. Like I want to be like my dad.
Yes, so what you basically saying is we do what we're taught in regard, or what we
Definitely. It just times is different. They ghetto as hell now. They want to say like, oh, you want the white picket fence. You want your man to be working every day. You take care of household. But it's like, I think a big factor too, as well, as women have independence now. They can work. Back then, our grandmas was not working.
Because
They
back
was
then
taking
it
care of the
was,
house.
yeah, back then it was looked at like somebody got to do it, and since I'm the strength in the household, let me go out and, you know,
I'm
pull
the
these
man.
horses and whatever else they was doing in the field, and you stay home, wash the dishes, prepare the meals. It was just an obvious statement.
I mean, a lot of the work back then was more laborious than it is nowadays. You know what I mean? That's not to say that women can't do laborious work, but that's kind of the reason why so many more opportunities out here for everybody, women and people who are younger, because there's so many different ways to make money that's not laborious. You ain't got to be out here breaking your back, you know what I'm saying, pulling horses and busting down mountains and shit like that to, you know what I'm saying, make
Digging ditches.
make $10 for
I mean, but I
day
think
and
that
shit.
came from women. I mean, from like the way society just went, everything became, work became more scarce. So it was like, all right, now we both got to go out here and find some work so that we can both bring in something. Because at first it was like you bringing everything and you.
I mean, things got more expensive. The cost of living went up. Taxes, all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, it in a sense became a requirement. You know what I mean, for both people in the household to work. So
It just depends, because now it'll be women that go to work and the men stay at home. It just, things are different.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll gladly stay at home because I like to cook. So like, I'll stay at home. Just let me go to the gym, work out, come back.
And you know what? That statement, let's go back to what you said before. Is like everything that's going on now is based on how things used to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, it made sense back in the 1700s for the man to go out because he had the strength to go. You
Not
know,
the 1700.
18, 17, 1800. I mean, because that's where it started from.
Right.
And the woman to stay home and cook because that's just what she knew. But now men are becoming more educated in the kitchen and women are becoming more educated in the field.
I don't believe that there's a such thing as gender roles in the household. I believe it's gender roles maybe in a relationship,
I
of
agree.
course, right?
I agree.
Because if you separate, if you take, you know, two people who are in a relationship that's in the household, and then you make them single, everything that's in that house, that person is still going to be able to have to do without another person being there. So why is it my responsibility now? Now what it is whatever works for that relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
As far as the bills and
Right.
this whole 50-50 bullshit that everybody
See,
likes.
see, I'm glad you just mentioned that because I want to talk about the odds against black men. So I want to go all the way back, and I said 1700s because I don't know when this happened. I think it was like in the 1700s when Willie Lynch made that speech on how to divide a black household or a household. And one of the ways was to, you know, first off, the government provides resources for single black women. You can only qualify if you're a single black mother. So boom, you know, now, you know, that kind of pushes women to see what that's about. Shoot, I get free food stamps and, you know, childcare if I'm single. So that kind of drive, like, okay, you know what, I can do this on my own because all I need is the government to come and say he approved of my food stamps. So boom, that's one way. Then we got black men that's going to jail. We got drugs in the urban neighborhoods that's not in the suburban neighborhoods or not as accessible in the suburban neighborhoods. So it's bringing that type of stuff to the urban neighborhoods and forcing us to be intrigued by it. It's like what 30 liquor stores to every 3 libraries in an urban neighborhood.
Just like in the 80s, what did they do? They brought crack to the hood.
We didn't create that.
You know what I'm saying?
We did not create that.
Cocaine, all that. That was white. They brought that shit to the hood, and they said we just gonna let these motherfuckers ruin themselves.
Yeah.
And that's how that shit became.
And now we gonna lock them up. We gonna lock them up for
the
selling what we brought to them.
We brought the shit to them, but we gonna lock these motherfuckers up for it.
And then
so they got rid of half of y'all.
And then we gonna lock them up, right? And then
when you get out,
your sons, right? Your son, while you locked up, we gonna take your son, change one chemical in that crack, and give it to your son because we gonna diagnose him with ADHD.
Yep.
Put him on Ritalin.
Yep. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Genocide is real.
It is.
It's just fucked up.
It is.
Even being a black man, period. Like, you get pulled over and you instantly fucking scared when the police get behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and that'd be like the funniest to me because like when I get pulled over and it's like, oh, you know, everything's clean.
Yeah.
Then
they be
shy.
They be shot, and then when they talk to me, they be like, "Man, you real articulate." Like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like
you thought I was a dumb.
You
nigga.
thought I was dumb? Like, I got a psychology degree, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just met a white friend or a white associate who has never had a ticket, never got pulled over. Never had a ticket. Has driven in a vehicle illegally, but has never been pulled over or never got a ticket. I said, you know what? That's just
privilege.
That's the end of the statement right there. Like, that just proves more of how things are and the odds against.
Now that might be one of the biggest disadvantages that black men have, like walking outside.
The law.
Crazy.
Walking outside, like literally, like I've been.
What
pulled
they call
over,
it, driving while black.
Yeah, I've been pulled over so many times for that. Yeah. Like literally, I think it was.
You can't wear a hoodie if you black in the car.
You can't even have your hands in your pocket.
Music too loud. Don't.
Yeah, be in the wrong car. Like, start there. You be in the wrong.
Don't be in a Tesla in the suburban neighborhood. You're a drug dealer or a basketball player.
I got PTSD when I see cars with one headlight.
Yep.
I be like, where the police at? Because I done got pulled over so many times.
Exactly.
They're never around when somebody else headlight out. But when your headlight out, 2 cars pulling you over.
I feel like that
1 car coming in, you know.
When I'm on 8 Mile, it be motherfuckers doing like 80 down. I'll be like, where the police at? Where the fuck are they at?
Yep.
You know, that's why they got the nickname 12, right? Do you know where that came from?
I heard stories about it.
I don't know. Enlighten me.
Yeah, because when you get pulled over and when you pulled over and you're black, it's not 1 squad car, it's 3 of them, and there's 4 cops in each one.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or is it 4 and 4?
Probably 3.
However much 12 is. I've been smoking. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
but no, for real, like that shit is so crazy. Like it's just like I just really feel bad. That's why we gotta love on our black men because it's like y'all just get the bag stigma.
I really do feel like black men don't have a voice and acknowledge and notice they don't have a voice. So a lot of the things that I'm not gonna give humans a pass for being, you know, the way they fucked up people, but it has a story behind it. They holding shit in. It's black men that's literally holding shit in because soon as you let it out, you being soft.
Or you
in your feelings. Yeah, you aggressive. You gay. It's not just a black man.
He's sassy. Like what?
Yeah,
not sassy.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
sassy. So many like things on the internet. Like, oh yeah, if a nigga pay his bills and he take care of himself, he gay as hell. Like, bitch, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard that.
Because even if it's a meme, somebody actually typed that.
Well, it's just now everything is gay.
Told me I was sassy because I got my nails polished.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Like who?
I've heard that.
Like, so is self-care only applies to women though?
Like,
apparently.
That's like
again,
speaking your mind only applies to women.
Here's the thing though, it was crazy. It was like, and here's a perfect example. And Coop will tell you, right? Maybe last year, 3-4 months ago, I was a nigga that bit my fingernails to the nubs, right? So I can't hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't, you know, your fingers look crazy type shit, right? So you go from that to getting manicures and looking like this, and now you sassy and shit. So it's like that's a classic
Right,
example.
like, what do
Now,
you,
you're
like-
damned if you do and damned if you
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
You got to
Yeah.
be just enough. You got to have nails. Don't get them polished and shit. Keep them a little dirty and shit. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, look.
that's,
And
I
this-
But
can't
then if you're
stand my
dirty, now
nails
you're a dirty
I ain't
nigga
gonna
and
cap.
shit.
But listen, it goes even deeper than that. Like, you look that crazy if you got too many locks in your head. Your music too loud. Your pants sagging. You wearing the wrong color. It's all type of odds against you, or stereotypes against you as a
Yeah.
black man. You pull up and you have to be a certain way. But
Right.
then what's the certain way? Cause
But then it's crazy because if you think about it, it's like, well, then if you end up being like, well, just like the Uncle Tom ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
like, it's-
try so hard not to be black, and
It's like
dudes, it's like, okay.
it's like Mark said. It's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
got the
but they
hood
get
look,
judged over
you
that.
you gonna get judged. If you got
Because
the
you wear
bitch
suits
look,
and you like
yeah.
to look nice, like, oh, I'm sorry, you don't own a suit. Like, you own a dress shirt.
you think you better than somebody because you got on a suit.
Yeah,
You
oh,
look
this
good.
bougie nigga, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or the other,
This-
right? See?
he
If
articulate.
you do-
So the bottom line is like, it's like you judge by both sides.
Yeah.
Your race and the other race.
Yes.
Like you're judged by
And
both
then,
sides.
Yes.
How about this, right? When you know women have issues nowadays with men, a lot of times the problem, you know what I mean, when they have a problem with them, you hear a lot of women say, "Oh well, you know what I mean, he got mommy issues, or he expect a woman to take care of him like his mommy." He just, you know what I mean, that's like one of the main insults that a lot of women like to throw out there about men and shit, mommy issues, right?
Yeah.
But then when you turn around and look, you see that the majority of these women hold so tightly to being the one that raises and has sole custody of their sons, their little boys, right?
Yeah.
So so they end up coddling and teaching these boys, you know, their idea of what a man should be, to the point where they grow up to be the type of man that they don't even want. The one with the mommy issues, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if a lot of these women create the problem themselves that they don't like out here, whether it be the grown man that they're dealing with, allowing them to treat them like that, or with the little boys. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're growing these little boys into the man that they don't want. And I'm saying this from being a product of a mother with no dad in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these women are, you know, they create the
contribute.
problem
Yeah,
that they
it's hypocritical.
as fuck.
But like
So stupid.
it is. But
It's
like
so stupid because it doesn't make no sense. Like, it's so crazy because I literally.
Now, granted, a lot of these men, you know, some of these men, I would say, is a difference between a woman protecting a child from a person that she know he shouldn't be around, versus you just being spiteful and not allowing that man to raise his son because you feel like you can do a fucking better job than the man. That shit is the stupidest shit in the
And
world
you know
to me.
what? You know what? I want to applaud the men who was raised by a woman who still was able to become a man, you know, despite, you know, that
Yeah,
father
the
not
odds,
being there,
right.
despite
But
the
you have a
odds.
choice.
Yeah, despite whatever.
That's all a testament to
Yeah.
how you were wired. Because again, look at me. I don't feel like, you know, I'm not no sassy, you know, feminine ass nigga. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, we see, and that's not to say that that is, you know, just the recipe for that type of a person. But yeah, if you want a man to your boy to be a man, then let him be raised by a man. You know what I mean? If you don't want to contribute to the problem of what you see out here, so called the
And
mama's boys,
and
the
that
men
goes
who
for
wanna
men
hang out
or
on-
women. Why would you?
I'm a mama's boy.
I'm a
to the
mama's boy.
core.
I'm a grandma. I would say I'm a grandma's boy.
And that's my whole thing.
But you
Why
take
would
care
you?
of yours though. That's,
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
you?
for sure.
Why would you
But
sit
my
in?
pops was there up until.
But you see what I'm saying?
19,
like
18.
you want and
Well,
when
yeah,
they're the
still,
little
you made a
boys,
choice.
when they're the little boys, you nurture that and you love your little mama's boy. But
Yeah.
now when he get grown, now you insult him that for that same
For
boy
being that, yeah.
you grew, that you created.
That's what I was gonna say, Mark. That's what I was gonna say. Why would you go out and treat or raise your child to be the exact same way that you despise? Like your whole life, you hated like
Because you
being
fucked
crept up
you
in the
a
house,
fucked
but
up
then you
person.
raise your kids to be crept up in the house. Like you complained about the same shit, but you gonna do the same shit. It makes zero sense to me.
hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's the only word I could think of.
Because you that much like you that brainwashed that you
When
just
when I see a chick that got young boys and she's raising these boys by herself and she on social media talking all of this mommy issue shit, she's one like you're one of the biggest. You're the biggest hypocrite. You're part of your own problem.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's so crazy because I had seen this thing where it said, good dads get the worst baby mamas and good mothers get the worst baby
All the
daddies. And that
time.
shit is so true because this is what I don't get. Females, complain about not want their kid's dad to be in their life, right? But you are literally you're the reason why that man cannot be in his kid's life because you're bitter. You know what I'm saying? If the relationship don't work out, hey, it don't work out. But I would never not have like, hey, oh no, you can't see him.
That
or you can't see
made
her.
zero sense because it ain't harming nothing but the kid.
Exactly. Because
That
when they
makes
get
no
old
sense.
enough to realize and really find out the truth, then they're gonna end up hating you. But I respect the men because see, this is the thing. I hate trifling ass niggas. I hate when I meet a nigga and he be like, oh well, yeah, I got kids, but my baby mama keeping me away from kids. Baby, go to court. Cause it might take a little bit longer, but the thing is, your kid is gonna remember that, like, my daddy fought for me. You know what I'm saying?
Or my daddy didn't
But
even
you just
try.
be comfortable not see your kid in like 4 years and you just never tried to do shit about it. Like, now I'm not saying that the court is, is definitely in women's favor.
Definitely in the women's, and that's another disadvantage. The court definitely
Now
has
that part, I can attest to that. I feel like, and I tell people all the time, like, because I pay child support, I would not wish child support on my worst enemy.
same.
Like, because of the fact that, like, they only go by, like, they don't go by skin color and they don't go by race. I mean, gender. Because, like, I know a friend of mine, he has his child's mom on child support. And I'm like, damn, like, that's different. Like, and this was back, like, in, like, 2011. I'm like, damn, like, you got
So it could happen. That's
Yeah.
what bitches need to
Yeah,
realize.
for sure.
It can motherfucking happen, you bitch. Don't.
But, like, they
Don't get it
don't,
twisted.
like, that's why I
Where's
said
my
I don't wish
drink at?
that.
Shit. Now I need to drink now. Shit.
But that's why I don't wish it on nobody. Like, that's why I would not wish that on nobody because,
Yeah.
like I go through it and, like, they just don't want to hear shit I got to say.
Yeah.
Unless I got a lawyer. And it's like, why I gotta have a lawyer to tell you that, like, my kid is with me 70 to 80% of the time.
Yeah, it's just crazy, but I just never understood that, like, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. But it's like, do not prevent that kid or, like, put bullshit. Like, I don't like the parents that, like, badmouth the other parent because, one, that's not appropriate. Why would you even
And
try
especially not in front of the kid.
Like, why would you be, like, arguing with your baby daddy on the phone? Like, you bitch ass nigga, you broke nigga, you deadbeat ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? The kid gonna hear that. They gonna see their mom in distress. And then it's like, it might be a time where the dad don't come pick you up. So then you gonna have that in your mind. Like,
Yep.
he's a deadbeat. Like, he said he would come pick me up and spend a weekend. And, oh, he gotta work or he can't make it. You know what I'm saying? It's just toxic. Like, that's what they need to do. Test some people before they had kids.
Yeah.
For real.
See, I'm
And then that a lot of that recipe is the reason why a lot of men just say fucking and give up. Because now I'm battling between 3 different, machines now. I got the court, I'm battling against this bitch, and now she's programming my kid to believe something.
But
that's
see,
not
I'm
true.
still opposed to that though because
I'm just saying this is the reason why.
Yeah, how
I'm not
you
saying
feel.
that I'm not saying that it's
okay.
plausible or at all.
Cause
It's never okay.
yeah.
I wouldn't. It's never a situation.
It's never
okay,
a situation where I'm gonna just say, you know what, my kid involved, and I'm gonna just give up. It's never.
Yeah, that's never
Somebody got
gonna-
a pager in here.
No, that's
Somebody pager. But no, it's never.
Yeah, that's just never gonna be.
I misunderstood you. I thought, it's never a time where I'm
Yeah.
gonna just be like, my kid involved, and I'm gonna just give up.
But it's really, but then it's so crazy because
I think it died. Like, it was a red light flashing.
it's just crazy because now you got deadbeat mothers and shit.
I still
That
see
shit
y'all.
wild. But I do respect men that actually fight for their kids, no matter how long the process is.
It's gone.
They said, "Fuck that, bitch. We gonna go to court," and I don't care. I respect. I just respect men that have custody of their kids because that's just not common.
Right.
It's more common now, but it's like, damn, where the mama at?
Like, and that's the crazy part.
Too, nigga.
I know I did. My bad.
Like, that's one of the craziest things
Technical
because, like,
difficulties. My bad.
like, Haley, like, me and you chop it up all the time about it. Like, I got my kid more than his mom.
Yeah.
but I'm on child support for him. Like,
The irony.
and when I call the courts, I'm like, yo, like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought, like, yo, like, even I had a lady break it down. She was like, yeah, like, we go by over hours of overnights, and it's like 85 hours of overnight time.
That's nuts.
And I'm like, okay, I have him Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, well, every other weekend. So at one point in time, I would literally have him Monday to Sunday,
Yeah.
but I pay child support for him. I'm like, where does that even make sense?
Exactly.
And like, that's why I say, like, I just wouldn't wish it on nobody, because like, when you call and try to get like redeterminations, they, oh, you gotta wait for a letter to come in the mail, and then it's like you gotta have a court hearing. I'm like, by the time all of that come, y'all they got 200,000 for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
Exactly. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shit.
Finessing.
The fuck? Like, I
They the biggest scam, and I'm not on child support, but I'm a co-parent, and I wouldn't wish child support on anyone. I don't have my kid's father on child support for that very reason. I've watched him go through child support issues with his previous kid, and I'm not trying to cut nobody no slack, but I've seen the process.
I appreciate you. How Callie said, I appreciate you. You smart.
You loyal.
Cause
Beautiful.
look, cause I got two boys. My oldest, I'll pay child support for both. But like him, they moved to Florida.
Okay.
Like, so it was like, all right, I'm not gonna see him. So yeah, I can
it makes
understand
sense.
that. Now, in the process of me paying child support for him, my youngest son, his mom, she was pregnant with him, and then we had disagreements, didn't see eye to eye, whatever that was. We broke up. 6 months of him being born, I didn't miss nothing. I didn't miss a day. Like, I'm not about to be a typical black father where I'm gonna miss anything. I never gave her an excuse for me to be like, oh, I gotta work this time, can't do this, can't do that. I never did that. Never missed buying clothes, buying milk, nothing. This woman told me after 6 months of doing that, she was like, I had ended up signing a contract to play in Florida. She told me, she was like, I plan on putting you on child support before you leave. For what? I've been doing what I'm doing right now.
I've been on
with what I got. I'm about to go make some real money, so when I come back, I'll be able to do more. Like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense.
Wouldn't be spiteful, man. It's
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
And I can't speak for anybody's situation, because everybody's situation is different. But for my specific situation, like, just I've watched what he had to go through with the first, kid's mom, and it's not like I just feel like the odds is literally against. I keep saying it, but I really feel like the odds, especially when it comes to the court system or the law in general, it's against men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I went to court with him about his, his first kid, and it wasn't like we had evidence. We had evidence.
And they're like, we don't care.
She don't. They like, okay, she's still getting whatever she want. Like,
and she can be toxic, pulling up to your house, stalking you, but because she's
house,
the
all type
woman,
of shit. Yeah,
making your life a living hell. You literally got proof, and they like, okay, well, yeah.
We still want.
If you
want
to appeal it, you can talk to a friend of court. Like,
and
I'm out here busting my ass. I got 5 jobs.
And you know what? Wait. Let me just the icing on the cake. She's not black. So that just all sorts of fire.
My oldest son, his mom is white.
They go.
So they like she's
a
woman and she's white. Like,
Junior mama trying to put me on child
support. I'm just saying, of course, white privilege.
Yeah,
and she's a white girl. And
it's a thing.
And the thing is, it's not offensive, but you black as hell. They're already gonna look at you like, oh, he's a thug. It doesn't even matter if you are or if you're not. Your niggas already gonna judge you. It doesn't matter if you literally got proof. Like, I went to college, I got a good ass job because she's a woman and she's white.
Listen, that white card.
Listen,
that white
gonna
card,
fuck you every time.
It trumps all. It's like the Joker of spades. Like,
it took
take it on.
It took like 4 years for me to get an overseas contract because like, when you owe a certain amount, they be like, you can't get your passport because it's like they don't want you to leave the country. But I'm like, bro, like, this is not 1983. Like, I'm not leaving the country to disappear. Like, I've taken evidence. Like, yo, like, I got a contract. Like, one of my first offers was like $3,500 a month out of college. I'm like, $3,500 a month. That's straight for my first contract. Like, that's bread. I'm like, $3,500. I can pay whatever y'all want me to pay making that because it's a 10-month season. So I'm like, I can make that. They like, oh well, you owe this, so you can't get like, it's literally a list. Like, they have a list where you're denied your passport.
Yep.
I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense.
So I'm glad I got my shit already.
And you know, but when you gotta renew it?
10 years.
I know, but like I'm saying, when do you have to? Or you already?
When is your
renewed it?
10 years?
Yeah.
Shit, in 10 years, I just got
You
it.
just
Oh, you
got
just
his.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you just got
yeah.
his.
Yeah. But yeah, she trying to put me on child support too. Yep, junior mama. So we gonna go to court and all of that shit. But I got, like I said, I got proof of the money. I got, but see,
It's
the thing about
always
it
the
is-
juniors
but it's-
that be having a
but
hassle.
see, that shit-
They fucking hate their baby daddy.
Ooh,
And, I,
you a
and,
junior?
and you know that boy looked just like me too.
You-
I was
That's
scared. I was scared.
twins.
He probably over
Me
there
and my
torturing
twin
my
and them.
son.
Man,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
wish
Bullshit.
my youngest looked just like his mama. Like they are twins.
Literally.
Yeah,
That's
so
funny.
but see the thing about it is like I got proof of her blocking me from communication and denying the fucking help.
And
So that's the
then
thing, right? And then now she's gonna turn around and say that I ain't helping.
That's
but
what I'm
this bitch, and now bitch,
saying.
but see the
But
thing
you
about
gotta
it is,
keep that,
bitch,
like-
you got 10 CPS investigations. You got
Lord.
like they're gonna give me him so quick. You got fucking man. Yeah, it's embarrassing that I even fucking with this bitch. Not even. I swear, I feel like I fucked a crackhead. I say this shit all the goddamn time.
Man.
Like they gonna give me this boy, man. Like I'm not even worried.
Now, but with that, if you get him, would you put her on child support?
Absolutely.
With no hesitation.
No,
Are you
hesi-
fucking playing with me?
But do you think the process would be easier
What you mean
to
the process?
put her on child
yeah.
support than it is to put you on child support?
Probably
No.
so.
No.
Probably so. If when I get
Is she
custody,
black?
if I
Well, yeah, when you got
You know,
custody,
that matter. Being black matters.
yeah,
Yeah.
she black. Yeah, she I ain't yeah.
Okay,
I ain't
okay,
slipped
I'm
like
just checking.
that. Goddamn.
I feel
The
I
shade.
feel right.
No,
I feel offended. I feel offended.
Shade.
No.
So I ain't slip. First of all,
Somebody make that
first
mistake.
of all, it wasn't. It was.
I ain't my man's a
That's
cross.
all. That's all. Look, that's all that was there. That's all that was there.
yeah, you still
No,
went over and
yeah.
dipped into
You
the
know
other
what?
pond.
You know
Yeah.
what?
See, that'd be funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, but that's yeah. She.
So
she
I,
did some
I
bullshit.
just was reading something that somebody sent me. Like you have to before you get into a relationship, and I think this especially applies to bringing kids into a situation. You have to. It was like 20 things on the list. It was like you need to know their medical history.
Yep.
What do they want to raise their child like? What type of religion are they? What hair color? What trauma they been through that they haven't dealt with? How many
Yep.
family members? All of that matter. How many family members you lost?
Yes.
What kind of dietitian
And that's why I
restrictions
ain't
do you
got no
have?
kids.
All of that matters.
Now, all of that does matter, but I'm not gonna lie. Them pregnancy hormones and that postpartum, all that
changes.
shit changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like I literally seen my
It-
son's mom change like in a heartbeat.
Same.
Literally. So it's
Same.
like, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like
Same.
all that shit go out the
Yep.
window.
Same.
Yep.
I've seen a nigga fold during postpartum.
I did.
Yeah.
My with my oldest, I
It-
folded.
it
I'm
changes.
like, but I was 21.
Yeah.
Like, so you know what I'm
And-
saying? I don't
and-
know shit.
And you know, people say don't have kids until you're ready, but you're not ready until
You
you have
never gonna be
kids.
ready to have
You're not
kids. I don't
ready
care how
until
old
you
you
have
are.
kids. There's no book. There's no like, oh, how to raise a child. There's no
Yeah,
book.
It's always gonna be something
Okay.
That's
different.
like saying, hey,
My kid is one of
make
a
sure,
kind.
Make sure that you are as ready as possible for something that you cannot prepare for.
There's not
Yeah.
enough
You know-
money, not enough books, not enough
Yeah.
time.
I'll tell you
to
when
be
you're ready. I'll tell you as a parent when you're ready. When you had that first diaper explosion.
No, 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 no,
that
no, no,
where
no.
it's just shit all over the
No,
place.
no,
That's
no,
when
no.
you ready,
I'm
and
not
you
ready.
like
Scratch that.
you don't lose your mind. If you don't lose your mind when that happened, then you ready to be a
No, 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 no. Go
You know
even.
what's crazy about that? Like I've been robbed of that both times.
No,
You've
man.
never had a
I've
shitty
never-
day.
No, 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 no. You've never experienced that until it's 2 a.m. and you got to debate on who's going to get out the bed
Oh,
to
shit.
figure out what the problem is. Whether it's a shitty diaper, a time for a bottle, the light ain't right, the sheets ain't right.
Listen,
Until you in that
I'm
situation.
looking forward to those moments.
those moments
never had
cool,
them.
I enjoyed them,
but
it
when
was a
it's
hassle.
when it's
You're
Post-
tired.
two,
Shit.
when
it's part of
when
like
it's
a
2 years older, like 2 years old to 5, and you have a shitty day,
With a shitty diaper.
that is the craziest.
I
Like,
want to get woke up out my sleep at 300 in the morning.
on the, you know,
I'm
15
looking
listen,
for
15
screaming.
listen to
oh.
me.
16,000
Listen,
o'clock.
screaming,
And I'm
screaming.
looking for screaming.
Listen, screaming
With a shitty
baby,
diaper. I'm
screaming
here for
baby
it.
is
I'm-
cool. I'm talking about a shitty day.
I want the shit
No.
on me.
How
I'm
about?
telling you,
Hold on, Mark.
I want it on me.
Hold on.
listen, Listen.
Damn it.
Hold on.
They throw up in your mouth
Listen.
too.
I know 2 girls in
All
my
right,
cup
listen,
now.
you can
All right, I'll give you
I
the
don't want
equivalent.
your, I don't want your
I'll
baby
give-
shitting
listen,
on me now.
Where you grew up at? You grew up on.
On 7 Mile and Van Dyke.
All right, 7 Mile Van Dyke. If you saw a pit bull, no collar, no leash, you not going that way, right?
Absolutely.
If you walk upstairs and you see handprints on the wall, on the TV, and you like, I ain't giving him no chocolate. You do not want that, bro. Like, and I'm telling you this.
I'm here for it.
You know, I'm like,
here for it.
you ain't had it, you ain't
I'm
experienced
here
it, so
for
you
it.
don't want it, bro.
I'm here for it.
Cause it's gonna be in places that you like. How it get in your toes? Like you, like what is going on?
I'm here for it.
I'm telling
I
you.
didn't see videos like that. And I probably
Junior,
look
that is my. I want that is me. That little boy look just like me. I'm looking forward to the day that I shit
No,
on
you
myself.
nah, because
I
All
want
right,
shit.
how old is he?
We'll be 1 in
Yeah.
February.
All right, when he turned 2, give him some X-Lax or the little.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna induce the shit.
No,
man.
do it, so
No.
you can see. You like, damn.
Hold on.
or
Do like me and give your kids baked beans. Try that.
or
See, what y'all trying to get me to do is fuck my son's stomach up. Is
No.
what you want me to-
We want you to
I
work
don't got
into that
kids,
diaper.
like, I don't got kids.
When I'm gonna cross that bridge when it.
But
get to it,
hypothetically,
okay?
they
But I'm-
saying the shit
I'm
on
literally
walls.
here for the shit. All right.
Imagine if your kid get into some shit, then literally took a marker, just drew all on the walls, all on the couch. You
See, I can deal
I'll
with
cross
that.
that bridge when I get to it.
It's so like a marker crayon. That's cool. You can use
I
alcohol.
feel you though, not the shit though. I feel you. I
Shit
feel
is
you.
like while you
Des,
cleaning it.
Des,
it's
now I
stink.
got a question
Listen.
for you.
Now
How many
I'm gonna
kids
tell
you
y'all.
got?
I got 2.
Have you ever had to fucking debate with your kid's father or kid's mother about who's going to change which diaper, the solid poop or the squishy poop?
So with my oldest, I was kind of robbed of. I was robbed of that.
Okay,
Like
okay.
I was, we were together up until he was like 3 months.
Okay.
But with my youngest, it wasn't no. Me and her broke up while she was pregnant. So it was like whatever diaper he got when he
Okay.
with me.
Okay.
I'm
It's
changing.
on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, if when it's just you ain't them. You don't want them shitty days,
Baby,
man.
my goddaughter didn't freaking threw up in my mouth. And I'm like, she's like, what's that? Oh my.
Throw
God.
up in the mouth.
It was a little bit. It was like kind of thing. I said, you a
I ain't
baby.
had that.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't mean it, but girl.
I met my oldest son right before he turned 2, so that was when he was just getting out of the shitty
Yeah.
diaper. I still got open diapers and wipes upstairs from my oldest son. He's 7 years old right now. So I didn't even complete the whole
See,
diaper
like,
stage.
with my youngest, he was like, I think he was 3 at the time, and he was experimenting. He
Somebody
like
getting an Amber Alert.
he like literally. I went to the store, came back. I don't even think I went to the store. I think I just went to the car, cleaning out my car, cleaning out the trunk. I come back in the house and it is shit all over the place, and I'm like, what were you doing? Like, did you realize? Like, I be wondering what he be thinking. Like, oh man, what's this? Like, oh, it's
Okay.
warm, it's smushy. Like, what are you?
Yeah.
What? Like, what made you just want to put it on the wall?
I've dealt with all type of shitty diapers, and I don't want to go back. I got 2, and I'm
Somebody
done.
said they need them diapers.
I don't even see no comments. I'm sorry if y'all comment because I can't see nobody
Uh,
comment.
Seven Hill.
I don't see no comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I usually be on top of the comments, but I cannot see any comments. The last comment I see is
So what do
1
y'all?
hour ago.
I got a question real quick. So what do y'all feel?
Shit, I need him now. I got a 1-year-old. My junior about to be 1 now next month. Shit,
if y'all
I
got
need
some
them all
love-
over again.
what?
Talking about diapers and wipes.
Oh yeah, if y'all
Okay.
need diapers and wipes,
Mark, I know
Don't
you,
ask me.
Mark, I know you
I'm about to say
don't.
what you got him.
my kids potty trained. Okay.
Say what, Haley?
Mark, I know you don't, but
I don't like
this.
that.
So you probably don't either because you just said that you still paying child support. So, do you think that you should be able to claim your son on your taxes?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to your kid's mom about it?
Not at all. I'm like, uh-oh.
You trying to make us go buck deaf.
Your headphones too close to you.
I feel like I just feel like personally I understand the whole I take care of the kid, all that, and baby live with me and stuff like that. But I feel like if you have, your kid's dad or mom, but we talking about me, and so the kid's dad is contributing and doing everything, regardless if he is paying child support or not, I feel like you should let him a couple years, claim him. I mean, why not? If he's doing what he's supposed to do, like, why wouldn't you not let him?
Right. See, for me, like
claim
that
the baby.
part, like I'm not. I'm not money. I'm not moved by money, so like that part don't really bother me. The part that bothers me is that, like, she got me on child support and he's with me majority of the time. So it's like, bro, like, you taking money away from him. Like, whether, you know what I'm saying? Like, the money that you're getting is taken away from him. So where, like, if it's a day I'm like, damn, like, I want to go get this for him, but I can't because I know that money went to her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So that's the part that, like, bothers me. It's like, you're not even thinking that you taking money from the kid. Like, he's with me majority of the time. So, like, that money is needed at my household, not at yours.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but I still feel like men should be able to claim the kid. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, y'all share a kid. Why don't you automatically, because you're the mother, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm just different. I don't have kids, so I can't really, like, say, like, what the reasons are, but I just, in my mind, I just feel like if he's doing his part as a father and he's a great dad, why would y'all just, hey, like, all right, this year, for the next 2 years, I'll claim him. Then the next 2 years, or we go back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I can't really speak on that either because I don't see too many mothers who don't have sole custody of their kids. I've seen dads who, get
because
the kids
they
on them
pigeonhole to that because they want financial benefits for it, not because of the best interest of the kid.
And
I can believe
It's
it.
a paycheck for
I
their
can
ass.
believe it.
That's what.
And
That's
if
all
they
it
get
is.
government aid, like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
oh,
That's
my food
that's-
stamps are going to be cut off. Like, is that really what's important? Like,
Right.
Yep, that's that. Yep.
Real quick. I don't know. Maybe it's AT&T and I gotta call them in the morning. But for some reason, I was not seeing y'all comments, and I apologize for that. I appreciate the views. I see we got a couple of views, and I just want to let y'all know I see y'all comments now. 20 minutes later, it say Tevin is in here, Rashawn. Hey y'all. He okay, yeah, they agreed. Child support was created by the devil.
damn, not the devil.
Hey,
That's a fact.
somebody
I
said
feel
they missed
y'all.
I
those
really wonder who
moments.
thought of that.
What, child support?
Yeah,
A white woman.
you think so? That's funny.
Hey, YouTube, don't quote me on that, but
Okay.
I'm
That's
pretty sure
crazy.
she was white.
Hey, somebody in the chat viewing, like, look up who invented child support.
For real, though.
But okay, going back to the child support situation, like I said, I've been in the court and watched what they had to go through, and like been in a court where they had physical proof that this parent wasn't capable or wasn't physically fit or mentally there to have sole custody of a child, and the court still works in the unfit parent's favor. So I don't know how they judge it. I think they just pull it out of a hat at this point. But me personally, I don't think that I would put my kid's father on child support just because of how the system is.
Yeah, and you can get a lot more shit done when y'all ain't got the courts involved.
Hello, 'cause
You can get twice the fucking amount.
I can just egg your car and then it would just be, call it even.
You know,
nobody
sometimes
gotta know.
though, like, sometimes I don't think, like, when women get told, like, sometimes they force women to, like, get on child support.
Yeah.
Like, they'll try to get government aid and they're like, oh, well, you got kids. Be like, yeah, I got 2 kids.
Right.
Oh, who's the father? Like, is he in their life? Why he not in their life? You need to file for child support. And then they think, like, okay, well, if I file for child support, y'all gonna give me the government aid and I'm getting a check. So, like,
But then wait, there's some people who would be like, if you're gonna put me on child support, don't ask me to keep them kids, fuck them kids. 'cause
Don't
I'm
ask
paying
me for
child
shit
support.
else.
What do you think about that? Because I really do feel like I've seen situations where they'll be like, if I'm on child support, don't ask me to keep these kids. Don't ask me for no shoes, no clothes, no whatever. You think once the child support is said and done, that they ain't got to do nothing else?
That's tough because it's like, at the end of the day, the person that's not benefiting from it is the child. Like, I feel
Exactly.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my thought process, I'm the type of person, like, I don't believe in abortion. So if we lay down unprotected and we make a child, then we just gonna make a child. Like, and you know, if you know, kind of like, not saying it like jail, but if you do the crime, do the time. Like,
Right.
your kid is your kid. That's your lineage. So like me, I always looked at it like my legacy is gonna be here. So I ain't never been like, oh well, if you got me on child support, I ain't gonna do my part. Like I just always been like, it's my kid. Like that, he know me, I know him. That's what, you know, he's gonna know me. So that's always been my thought process. I ain't never looked at it like, oh fuck them kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I say it all the time. I say it all day.
But you know, they say
That's
the
a-
people that say fuck them kids is the ones who they're the most.
Yeah, because I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Like when my son
And you
sleep.
probably the most active, you know.
You know that narrative of saying that, you know, if you put me on child support, then I ain't gonna be there. Don't ask me for nothing else.
Yeah.
It's just as selfish of a narrative as the woman who put them on child support.
Yeah.
To me, you know what I mean. So no,
Yeah.
that ain't gonna. That's not solving nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
It's-
just you just
it's-
being just
it's
as bitter and
tricky.
doing something to affect her.
Yeah.
Doing, you know what I mean? That's affecting the child.
It-
Just like
And you
she's doing
feeding
something.
into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like she's doing something to you.
And that's,
affecting the
I think
child.
that's what it is. Like, it's always like a get back. Everybody gotta have a get back.
Yeah.
If a
Like,
woman
get
feel
back.
like she was done wrong,
Yeah.
all right, I'm putting you on child support. Man on child support, all right, I ain't taking care of the kid. It's like everybody gotta have something, you know, like
And
gotta
that's
have some
two
type of
selfish
get back.
ass people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just
There's
toxic.
there's
so
hurting the child
toxic.
at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I do got one last question before we wrap it up. Is like, all right, we talk about bitter baby mamas all the time. We acknowledge and we know some bitter baby mamas, but do y'all think it's bitter baby daddies?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Everybody simultaneously said that one.
I mean, cause I think like
being
I just my bad. I just seen a video or something earlier. Dude shot his ex-girlfriend's boyfriend.
yep.
Like,
Taking on the Christmas gifts.
Yeah, like what you doing? Like
it's just not.
what are you doing, bro? Like you not like
You going to prison for the rest of your life now.
yeah.
Oh,
Now I will say this, like it's times to be bitter. Like let's say your BM. No, listen. Like hear me out.
Never be bitter.
No, hear me
He
out.
made his
Hear me out.
A man being better.
No, listen.
Go
I'm
on.
saying like it's if your BM start talking to somebody that you cool with, that's not bitter. Just being like, yo, like what you on?
So
You feel
that's
me?
the thing, right?
That's street code. That's street code.
Yeah.
Men should not get bitter.
Well, let
Say it like
me
that.
not word it as
Yeah,
bitter.
so
Wait,
yeah.
you're too sassy if you bitter.
That's a woman
I
because
forgot.
bitter. That's a woman trait to me anyway. That's
Bitter
kinda,
is a
you know what I
woman's
mean?
trait.
Oh, niggas be.
So,
Trust me,
but
niggas
yeah,
be
but see
bitter.
that again because some men have women traits. Some men
Yeah,
are
bitchy.
feminine as hell. So yeah, you do have bitter ass men. But
Yeah.
in that situation, you know what I mean. You just feel disrespected, betrayed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Disrespected is definitely
Is
a
what
right,
it is,
an
you know what I'm
appropriate
saying?
word.
And you're maybe disgruntled because of that, angry, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, bitter is the wrong word to
just
categorize a
toxic
man's
ass
emotion
niggas.
and
Niggas
to
love
my-
to do that, get back with females. Like the girl don't want him no more, so he want to be stalking. And it's like, hey, we have a kid together. It is what it is.
Bro,
Move
that's
on.
wild.
And
Hey,
Hey,
niggas
let me
be
ask you-
shooting
Haley, let me ask you.
their kid's mom. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
There's
one.
too many bitches out here for you to go to jail for one bitch.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Haley. Is it sassy for is it sassy for a dude
Sassy.
to go tit for tat?
Yes. Because at the end of the day, I don't even think it's sassy. I
A
just
dude
you're
wanna one-up
child, you childish because the thing is, okay, you want to get the last word, but it's like how far is too far?
Okay, so y'all might have to
I'm
call
using sassy.
y'all might
That's
listen.
the youngest.
Y'all might have to chat. Everybody, y'all might have to call me that because I ain't gonna lie, I did it. I did the tit for tat.
Okay,
But that's real,
Define
Okay,
tit for tat. What
so
did
I'll
you
give you
do?
this. So when I had this was like right before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I came home from playing. Come home from playing, and I was like, all right, I ain't getting a check right now because I'm not playing. So let me grab a job. Work the night job. I was working from 11 at night to 7 in the morning. My BM was like texting me at 6, like you need to come get him when you get off. Like I just worked a full shift, like a full 8-hour shift, and you want me to come get my kid when I get off work? Like, all right, bet. I was doing that. I did that for like when COVID happened, and I ended up working at Amazon. So like, cause that was the only thing that was open. So I was working there, still doing that, working nights, getting off in the morning, and like I want to say I did that for like a year and a half, 2 years. Then cut to like she ended up getting a job and she had to work nights. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I told her though, I'm like, yo, like working nights and then taking care of a toddler is not for the weak. I said it. I'm like, I'm telling you now, it's not for the weak. She wasn't trying to hear it. She was looking at the money that she about to get. She getting her bread, working nights. 6 a.m, I'm dropping my son off.
You know what? I didn't think that guys had it in them, because I go tit for tat. Okay. You got one, I got two.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah. I am so the thing is though, like I said, like if you do me wrong, then like I said, people gotta have a get back. I'm not about to have a get back where it's gonna be detrimental to anything between us.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have a get back. Like, and that's my get back.
And
like,
you gonna feel it.
You get off at 5, I'm dropping them off at 6.
What about you? You ever went tit for tat, Mark?
Not maybe to a certain point, but yeah, when I make my point, I'm not about to go tit for tat. And that's the reason why I guess, I get seen as an asshole, because after I make my point, I'm not about to go back and forth with you about the
that's
shit.
Just
I
the end
said
of, that's
what I
end.
said.
I said what I said.
And I'm not about to, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't blame
So
you.
yeah, I'm not about to go back and forth and shit on no for what? It's yeah.
It depends, because if you got
See,
me
you
fucked
know
up,
what?
I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm gonna let you know.
Listen, and I'm on more Haley and Dead side. I'm like, I want you to feel it, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not
After I
gonna
make my
let you
point,
feel
yeah.
it and feel it and feel
Yeah,
it.
nah.
It's one and done. You
Because
gonna feel what I felt, and then
all of that
we
tit for
done.
tat is me continuing to give you an avenue to either change something that it ain't nothing else to talk about. The conversation, like once I say what I got to say and shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not-
definitely.
Yeah.
I do say that.
But it takes
It can be toxic.
it's gonna take me a minute for me to really tell you, like you got me fucked up, because it's like I'm such a nice person, so I'm very considerate of people's feelings. But when you got me fucked up, I'm gonna let you know, like this
So-
is not that.
So I just thought of something. Do y'all think, like, because we talked about the disadvantages of being a black man, do y'all think that women, like, not all, but certain women look at it as like, okay, like, I got a baby by a black man, so I gotta put him on child support because he's not gonna be here, because of the stereotype of men having kids with multiple women and not being there?
Yeah.
I for sure think it's a stereotype, and it's like a not premeditation, but like a prejudgment. So I do think that there are non-black women who go into the situation with same with white men that go dating a black woman. They go with this prejudgment based on what they heard, seen, or seen on the media, or was talked about amongst the community. I do feel like at that point, yeah, they kind of looking forward. They kind of looking for those signs or triggers.
I also think too, like, really think about it. How many black mothers do you know that tell their daughters not to put their child's father, even if they're engaged? Like, they've been together for years. How many black mothers do you think they really tell their daughters not to put him on child support as a backup?
Yeah.
Now, if she doesn't decide to do it, that's on her. But let's be for real. Like, let's be for real.
But that's just another like odd against black men, because you see in the media about how black men are, one of the highest of the crime rate. How they're the ones who battling with child support, custody, and all these other urbanized issues. That's what people have a prejudgment on. So when little Susie goes and date a black man, mother already in her ear, father already in her ear, like, watch out for this and that, because they don't pay child support. They don't
take care of the kids. They have all these damn kids and don't take care of them.
They beat their women. So it's already a kind of
or he's gonna live off of you. He's gonna take all your money. He done got you pregnant with all these kids, and then he's gonna leave you.
I watched a successful interracial couple date, and the only thing that tore them apart was the fact that the parents had a prejudgmental view on black men. He do this. He can do that. So
a white boy can do it too.
Yeah,
they be worse. Trailer trash.
Yeah.
Same shit. Everybody, the same. Like, it's just that black man get it the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, let me clutch my purse because a black man that walked past me, or we stand in the elevator and you clutching your purse.
Yeah.
I ain't never had that. Like,
that's good.
And that's good. That's
but
good.
I have, like, I feel like I got this face that, like, people can say, like, weird shit. Like, I'm not.
What you mean?
I was
the same way. I know what you mean.
This when I was in school, and I went to school up north, And like this lady, we had McDonald's. This lady literally walked up and was like, "You have such beautiful skin. Are you like?" I think she didn't even ask. She asked me, "Was I Egyptian?" I'm like, I don't even know like how to
What
answer
Egyptian
that.
look like?
Right. I'm like, I don't. I mean, obviously they darker skin, but it's like skin of bronze. Like people from
But
Egypt.
it's like that is so specific
That's
to
so
say.
weird. Like I could see if she was like, "Are you a Nigerian, Ghanaian,
Or
something like
Jamaican,
that?"
Haitian, or something.
Right, something
Bitch, that's
typical.
just-
She said Egyptian. I'm like, I don't. I mean, technically I am, but I don't know. Like from some years and years, centuries,
Yeah.
maybe. But like, I was like, I asked my teammates. I'm like, yo, I got a face to say random weird shit.
The only time that I really can vividly recall a racial situation was when I was in Livonia, Michigan, and I went to IHOP. I love IHOP. Would die for IHOP.
Okay.
If
No,
they
you
act, if they
No,
act-
she loved IHOP.
hello would cross my eye.
She used to
hope
go every
die.
Saturday morning, like for a while, like every
Faithfully.
Saturday.
Okay, they can get all my money. So I loved IHOP, especially when I was pregnant. So I went to IHOP, and I think I was pregnant at the time, and it was in Livonia, and I had ordered an online order. So I went to go pick my order up, and I'm cranky as hell because usually I wait till the last minute to get food. So I went to pick my food up, and it wasn't ready. And finally, when it was ready, they forgot my fruit. I had ordered a fruit bowl, and I went back in the store. I mean, in the restaurant, told the lady, "Y'all forgot my fruit." And clearly I'm pregnant as hell. And the lady told me, no, she didn't say nothing to me. She looked at me. I said, "Y'all forgot my fruit bowl." She went and looked at whoever the nearest waitress was and was like, can you make sure, can y'all bring a fruit bowl to the front and make sure it has watermelon in it? That was the only time. And you know what?
Bitch!
And my petty ass co-signed and said, "Yes, please, extra watermelon." Please, like I didn't feel no type of way because I love watermelon, and
But
you wasn't offending
It was a
me.
dig, though.
It was-
Yeah, it was-
No, she was
I
eating
felt
with
it.
that confidence.
I felt it, but hey,
thought she
yes,
was eating
please,
off of that.
Please, more watermelon than lemons.
I for sure would have been like, and I'm about to go grab you some makeup to put on. Like,
Yeah, okay.
You smell like mayonnaise,
Yeah.
bitch. That's crazy.
man, that's
But
that's
I felt what she was trying
Yeah.
to do, but you know,
Oh, you
Yes,
know, people are
extra
the races say
watermelon.
crazy shit. I done heard somebody say, "Oh, you're pretty for a black girl.
yeah.
Are you mixed?"
Mhm.
Like, damn.
do
I
you
just-
get that a lot?
Oh, am I
Like
mixed?
being, yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. They be like offended when I be like, no, like my mom and dad are black. Like my dad's not mixed. His parents, you know, there are light skinned black people. You know, we come in different shades. Like literally, I done got Arab, Mexican, mixed with white. Like,
You're not hairy enough to be Arab.
and
I
I'm
don't know
just
how
like,
you got
oh no,
that.
because my nose.
Mm.
I literally have had Arab men. They probably was trying to get on the low. They're like, "You Habibi?" Like, no. I'm like, look, I just want a 6-piece chicken with lemon pepper. That's it. But it's just weird. Like, oh, you can't just be all black. Oh no, black people are ugly. I don't know what the notion is.
My black people.
I don't
ugly.
know. It's weird. I'll be offended. Like, no, straight nigga. My mom and daddy are black. Sorry to tell you.
So, have y'all ever had a non-black person? I'm not gonna say white because it's not just white people, but mainly white people. Have y'all ever had a non-black person ask to touch your hair? And
Yes.
How do y'all react to that?
Or they be like,
Are
"Oh
y'all
my
offended?
god, your hair's so long!" Like, "Oh my god, like bitch, be for real." I just had braids.
They be asking, "How your hair grows so fast?" I went
They
to the
be
beauty supply and it
knowing.
was $14.99. It
Are
was on
these are
sale.
extensions? Like, y'all wear weave more than we do.
Yeah.
I ain't never really like felt no way about it because like
Mm-hmm.
I got a beard, so like when it's like in the summertime when it's like super long,
Yeah.
everybody.
Well,
has
have
to
you ever
touch it.
had a girl date you just because you're black and you're brown, you're dark skinned? Because you know, people of other races, they love to fetish dark skinned black men.
No,
Not that you know of.
no, not that. Yeah, I ain't never.
Because that should be like a thing. Like people have fetishes about.
Do y'all think
Yeah,
it's
we're
racist?
exotic to them.
Okay, so
We're-
do y'all think it's racist or just like a interest?
racist.
It's an interest.
No, it's racist.
I think it's just
Oh,
an
yeah,
interest.
yeah,
I
that
really
could
think
be
they just
curiosity,
interested. Yeah, they
yeah.
just curious.
No,
curious.
the thing is-
curiosity. They just curious.
It's the difference between having a preference versus saying, "Oh, I only date white girls" or "I only date white men." Now you can like what you like, but when you put that "I only," You know, it's a fetish. They get to talking all black with their black accent. You be like, I don't even talk like that. Like, no, I don't eat chitlins and watermelon. Like, I don't drink Kool-Aid.
Hey,
Like,
would y'all be offended if somebody called us like a group, like if they was like, oh yeah, the blacks are like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. or they. They'll be like, or
The
you
blacks.
people. Hold on. Or they'll be like, you people. Like,
you people is cool, cause
nah.
like
You people is not cool.
No, it's
I
not.
think
It's
it's like
disrespectful.
if you call me the blacks, be like, damn, like I can't even be.
Like, you trying really hard to say
The
that.
blacks is like diet you people. Like,
Yeah.
You people is like.
sorry, you people
But
is
it could
diet
be
the blacks.
so like
I'm
if it's a group of white people and you like, hey, you people are crazy. You could just
That's
mean,
racist as hell.
But you could just mean that specific
No,
six people.
I'm always gonna say y'all crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But
I don't care if you're black, white,
y'all could
Asian.
mean the same thing.
No,
Yes, it could. Because when you talk, if you be like, yeah, white people, y'all crazy. You saying
y'all can be found in the Urban Dictionary. You people
Yeah,
can probably be
that's
found
very
in a
specific.
racist white dictionary.
No, that's very specific. You
Like-
know what I'm saying?
No,
Or they'll say
it's
why
not
all
in
black
it's
people
not in
have
Webster.
attitudes.
It's not in
Like,
Webster.
all black people are not ghetto. We don't all have attitudes, but they
That
put
was
us in
that
this
was a good
box.
question.
like I'm sorry, like
You people is very offensive.
the blacks
Here's the
is
thing.
so funny to
Here's
me.
the
Like
thing.
I don't know.
It is hilarious as fuck.
Like it's
It is.
funny.
Shit is hilarious.
It's racist, but it's funny as
It's
hell.
funny.
So-
no,
so
and,
listen.
and I don't even get offended if people want to use the N word with the ER at the end. I don't get offended because
If you say it in a tone,
Bro,
you like,
nobody should
like
say the
get out of here,
period.
nigger. Like if you say that, you about to find out what these bars like.
meet
I'm
me
sorry.
outside. Yeah.
But there's no way you
Right.
can say the ER in any way. Like,
And not
even
say it.
laughing and being offensive, like, you know, they know self-consciously when they say the ER,
Like
bitch,
you're
they
trying to be
know
racist.
Haley,
like,
remember that lady that got fired and you
Said it.
the lady
I'm
got-
sorry. She,
we worked with this lady who got fired for using the ER. And
what was her name? I forgot. but
Tracy.
Tracy.
I call her out. I think I know her last name. Start with a J, I think. But anyway, she got fired
She
for
should have
using
been
the
on
N
my
word.
600-pound life.
Haley talking about some. She probably got fired, and her friends called her like, you know, you can't say the N word around them people.
Around the black.
Around the blacks. You can't say it around the blacks.
That's what she probably
But
said.
she was so comfortable, but she was literally trailer trash. Like, that's why I was confused. I'm like, why she felt like she was like one of the up there white
she
people.
was
like,
on another level.
girl, you like weigh like 700 pounds and you have food stamps. Be fucking for real.
And she said she lived in a trailer park, literally.
Before we end this, tell them about the
Yeah.
bread. The bread comment.
Oh yeah, when she was talking about she used a bun instead of sliced bread. She was like, sometimes I use sliced bread for my sloppy joe when I'm feeling poor. Bitch, what? I use sliced bread every day.
The fuck hot dog sandwiches.
I use buns. I use buns when somebody else pitch in. The fuck?
But it's like, bitch, for real, you use slices of bread too, bitch. Probably
She was
three
like
slices.
sometimes I use sliced bread when I'm feeling poor.
Man,
She used to be so shady. Like
She was sick. She got fired because she thought because she was white.
she was untouchable.
She was untouchable. They
thought
was
she was
like, yeah,
untouchable.
we don't. And our boss was European. He was like, yeah, I don't play none of that racist shit.
all right.
Yeah,
I got a question. Where you from?
Southwest
No, I'm saying like
Detroit.
Detroit. Where you from? Detroit. Where you from?
Detroit.
When y'all signing like paperwork,
Mhm.
what race do y'all put?
Black.
I put black.
You put black. Remember when it used to be like they added black, but it used to be
Be
African
African
American.
American. Yeah.
I never used. I always put other.
Yeah, me
Like
too.
even in
No.
I'm like, I ain't from
Before
Africa.
other, it used to be prefer not to say. I used to put prefer not to say.
Like, well, I'm talking
and
like
then
in
I'm
high
like,
school.
shit, I'm black.
Like
I'm
in
black.
high school, I always like on our little scantrons and stuff like that.
It used to
like,
be
you know,
other.
It used to
You
say
right.
other. I always put
You
other.
right.
And one of my teachers had asked like, "Why do you put an other? Like you African American?" I'm like, "No, I'm not.
No,
I'm American,
Yeah.
and that's not on here. So I'm putting other." I'm like, "I ain't never been to Africa. I'm not
Being-
from Africa."
Being
I
like
get that.
African American is an oxymoron if you really want to break it down. Like, why other people that are here from other companies, other countries,
They don't have they.
why don't they have China America?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Because
don't even
everybody-
have that.
Mexican
Yeah.
American.
That's why I put. That's why I always put other.
So
I always put prefer not to say.
African Americans, like, how can
'Cause
you
why?
have a lineage from two different places?
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what that's saying. African and American, like, how, like it's an oxymoron. Like, am I African or am I American?
Right.
Yeah, Africans. They
And then like, but it's no like for Mexican people, they got Hispanic on there. Like it literally, it don't say Mexican American, or Puerto Rican American.
Right.
It don't say
Or
that.
Costa Rican or
Right, but it's like, why y'all singling out black people? Like, so that's why I
because
always
they get
put other.
grants. They get money.
Listen, that changes the speed of how long it takes your application to go through. You
But then they
African
also
American.
Yeah, I'm putting
it's
next
gonna
time I
take
open a
2
bank
weeks.
account, I'm putting white man.
Now,
Yeah.
time out though. Like,
Wait,
now
do you
that
know it was a story about them being shocked when the man he put Caucasian on his application and he got there and he was black. They was so shocked, like they
I
was
think I did see
because
that.
he did so well, like he was top of the list, and they was so surprised when he got there and he was black and he put Caucasian on his list.
Got approved for all kind of shit.
And they was like, hold on, he's a black
Right.
Oh,
man.
this nigga knows
we
something.
gave him we gave him a 750.
This nigga
Damn
knows
it.
something.
Yeah, that's how it be though.
How can we reword this?
It really be like that, but I think they get like a type of grant or some type of money, like a percentage, like they gotta hire this amount of people, they gotta hire this amount of people of this race and stuff like that. But I never understood that. Why the fuck it matter? What
Right.
race they are?
Right.
Why does it matter? Like we
Yeah.
gotta hire this many niggas. We gotta hire about
Gotta have
10
a
of them.
3% black.
Yeah.
3% black.
Yeah, per whatever. I've seen a situation like that too, but whatever.
But it's funny because like in sports, white people are the minority now.
Yeah.
And it sucks though because it's like, damn,
White
like,
people are the majority when it comes to food stamps.
They are. I just read that.
White,
That's
it's more
crazy.
white people receiving
All food
food
stamps.
stamps.
and
Yeah,
money,
Yep.
trailer trash.
yeah.
Trailer trash. I think they so much fucking better.
Okay.
Becky.
And then there's a lot of things that was invented by black people that when you not
For
Becky.
real.
Becky, Susan, and Karen is
Them
the
bitches
first
be at
names.
Walmart. I be
Talking about
seeing it.
Becky. I've never met a white girl named Becky.
You know
You
what?
never met Becky with the good hair?
Never met a white
I
girl
don't
named
know
Becky.
if I ever met a Becky, but I definitely know.
I
I
know
know
a Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I know a
Susan,
Rebecca, but
Rebecca.
Mary.
Becky is short for Rebecca.
Yeah.
right, I know, but I'm
he
saying
said-
like she's never introduced herself.
Like,
Like,
her-
oh,
Because that is like the,
yeah.
you know how like we have certain ghetto names as black people?
Mm-hmm.
Becky, Brittany, Sarah, all that, Ashley. For white people, that is, especially Becky, like, that is
I feel like-
the worst white nickname you could have her
Becky.
name. It just gives, you
It's
just,
only because of the Plies.
It's only Plies
Plies
and
made
Beyonce.
that.
Plies and
And
Beyonce.
Beyonce, they made
Country
it. And Karen,
bumpkin.
it can't be a Karen or a
But
Becky.
back then, when Plies made it, it wasn't. It was.
It wasn't bad.
It was. It was like, you know,
yeah,
fellatio.
yeah,
with-
Yeah.
was the Becky.
But
Yeah, it
right.
was like whatever.
But when Beyonce said it, that's when it kind of like took a. It you know, it stuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a problem.
It's just crazy, but yeah. If I was white, I would not want my name to be Becky. I ain't gonna lie.
Do y'all have a fake name when y'all order food?
Yep. When I go out, I didn't got
I'm
some shit.
ignorant.
What's your fake name?
My fake name on Phonem Grave.
You stupid.
You play too much, and I used to be a waitress, and you probably used to piss me off when
I
you used
would
to call
like
me.
I call in and I'll be like, you know, I order whatever I order, like when I get pizza or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, it's a pickup. They like, all right, what's the name? Phonem Grave. I don't know why. It's,
You play too.
and I ain't never. I've been to Chicago a handful of times, and
I
it's
might have
from.
dropped this motherfucker off some DoorDash before.
I feel like I'm a waitress. I used to be a waitress, and I feel like I've seen that name on the call
Listen.
in order.
If it's me food, if
phone
I'm,
them.
especially if I'm talking to a
Phone
nigga
them
at the
great.
gas station
Yeah.
and they aggressive, what's your name? April,
Motherfucker.
quick as hell.
My fake name is Ashley.
They be like, oh, like the month.
You look like a damn ass.
My fake name is Ashley. No matter where I'm at, I'm Ashley.
Yep, April.
And then like I am petty. Like I used to watch The Simpsons all the time. So like when I order and I gotta, you know, they gotta call your name. Holden is the first name. Hit stick is the last. So when they say it all together, they be like Holden is dick.
That is so weird.
That shit used to be
You know
so
what?
classic.
I think that's a black thing to have a fake name when you call in. I don't think
It-
white people is doing it.
It's just
That's a
I
black
thought like it really is just a black thing because like we went to this gym one time and they used to have to like we used to have to sign in. My homeboy, his first name is Robert. I didn't know that for like 5 years. Like we've been hanging around. We called him Tracy. His middle name was Tracy. And his mom called him Tracy. Like till this day, when I call him like Trace, what up? We went to the gym and he put Robert. So I was like,
Confused.
Mike. I put Mike. My cousin was behind me. He was like, nigga, why you put Mike? I'm like, "Nigga, he put a fake name. He like, nigga, that's his first name. I'm like, bro, I didn't know that. So
Black people
I
know
just
they
thought it was a
don't
fake
lie.
name.
Yeah, that's how when I met my boyfriend, he told me his middle name. And I just so happened to hear his mom say his first name. I was like, Well, maybe she just, call people like by their middle names. Because black households, they call
Right.
their kids by their middle
The whole
name.
time, that's his first name.
And he was like, yeah, you heard my mom say my first name. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's weird as hell. Like, why would you? He was like, my auntie called me that name too. I was like,
What's your full name?
Rihanna.
So when somebody calls you that, do you be like, the fuck? Like, or you feel weird?
she got both, though.
So my nickname is Coop. My family call me Riri. So when people call me certain names, I just know where they know me from. They call me Coop, I know they know me off my business or my social media.
Right.
They call me Riri, they family. They call me Rihanna, it's probably school.
Okay.
So it's like I know different people call me different things from different times of
Right.
my life.
See, I don't got that. My name is Haley. It's boring as hell.
Like my full name is Desmond, and when somebody call me, like even in school, nobody never call me, like teachers and all that. So when somebody call me Desmond, I'm like, bro, like, what's your
You
issue?
feel weird,
Like, what's wrong with you? Like that, like, and it be people who be knowing me. They like, hey, Desmond. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, who is that? Like,
Right.
I'm like, oh, that's me.
Yeah, I'm either Mark D or 7 Mile Radio. That's some of my motherfucking nicknames.
Oh,
I'm about to
man.
start calling when I order food. I ain't never had no fake name, so I guess my fake name would probably be. Y'all know what if? So when I was born, my name wasn't Mark.
for real?
Yeah.
For how long? Like 2 years?
No, I think probably a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
My mom changed that
Okay,
shit
that
quick.
ain't that bad.
What was your first name?
What do I look like? What was my name when I was born?
Antoine. Only because I was I was on 8 Mile. Yeah, you close to 8 Mile, so Antoine.
Mike.
I give you a tone. You look like a tone.
My cousin named Tone.
What
But
was the
his
name?
Anthony, his name Anthony, but my name was Christopher when I was born.
Oh shit.
I can see it.
Fun fact.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
you look better
Okay,
than Mark.
okay.
Yeah, I think it fits me better.
Yeah, I don't see Christopher at all. But like,
Yeah,
how do you put a name with a face? Like,
Right. Right.
Nah, if I'd have stuck with the Chris and shit, I'd been telling them like, yeah, my name was Mark when I was born. Y'all been like, Mark, like,
Mark,
I'd have been used to
you
it.
look like a
Yeah,
Chris.
it's when you,
It's because we used to it. It's all.
man.
But y'all, this was a good episode. I feel like
It
this
was.
was a good topic. It was well needed. It's not talked about, enough.
You can talk for hours about it.
Yeah,
for real.
it's so many different. We didn't even get to every point.
Yeah, we definitely didn't get it.
We didn't even. We could do a part 2 for real next week. Honestly, if y'all want to, keep it going. But this was a good little conversation.
It was.
I thank everybody for commenting, tuning in. I'm sorry that I do not see nobody's comments. I only know what.
Somebody said lots of Karens.
Lots of what?
Karens.
Oh,
Definitely. Now that they done made the Karen thing a thing now.
yeah.
Man, we got some black Karens out here too.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got some
Oh,
black
that's worse.
Yeah, we got some black Karens.
Like, girl.
Well, I mean, but we always had that, but that was like grandma's.
I think just social media just made things worse than what
I mean,
they already were.
yeah.
Shit, grandmas ain't Karens.
No, but remember, like back in the day, if you was doing something, you and your friends in the
Karen
backyard
was just
doing
a
some
nosy ass
bullshit,
neighbor.
Oh, that's-
they like, y'all get that out of that yard.
That was a Karen. A nosy neighbor is a Karen.
Yeah,
They just so
and then you
happen
be
to
like, man, damn,
listen.
man.
Karen just so happened to be on
Everybody
the scene.
business on the block.
She
Like,
know-
man, Wayne, grandma always
The
out.
fun police.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, call the police and then come
Draw snitch
come
on you.
outside like she ain't call.
Like she don't know what's going on.
Like, Miss Thompson, we know you called the police.
Right.
Well, what happened?
Yeah, I seen Marsha girl sneak in the house about 4 in the morning.
Right.
Like, why was you up?
They be
Like,
dry
why was you up at 4 in the morning?
She just sitting there on
They
the
be
porch
like-
looking like she smells something.
You know what's
Then the police pull up. She act like she in a car.
what's a black saying like that don't make no sense that you heard?
Damn,
That's a
I
good.
don't
It's a
know.
lot of them.
The
Shit, yeah, it's a lot of.
Craziest one I ever heard, and it didn't make no sense. I think I was like 10. I don't know what I did. I think I cut my hand and I tried to hide it. My grandma said, "You think you nickel slick? I got your penny change." I said, "What does that mean?
Because what is the metaphor?
You think you nickel slick? I got your penny change, Granny. What?" That's when I was like,
That mean you think you slick, but I know more than you think I know.
Yeah.
Shit.
"Your penny change though?
Well, one of
You
them.
can change a nickel?"
Yeah, shit,
You got change for a nickel.
You
Yeah,
can.
you got pennies, nigga. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I got your
5
change.
pennies.
Do you know what that did to me at 10 years old?
Listen,
Ten.
one saying I used to hate was the if you can hide, you can hear. Because
Oh my God, I was just about
I
to say
can
that.
hear you saying something, but,
But
I don't
speak
know
up.
what the hell it is.
Oh my God, my boyfriend told me that when we
If
first
you can
met.
hide,
I
you
was
can
like,
hear.
I laughed.
I think that's more so though, like the when we like when you don't know what to say, like if you caught doing something, and it's
Instead of, like-
what was you thinking?
But usually I'm saying
You
hi
trying to
'cause I
think of
couldn't
what you-
hear.
yeah,
but
but-
Even
yeah,
if you have a
sometimes it's like I'm
conversation.
trying to stall on what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they know that, so they's like, if you
can
heard
hear,
me,
you can hear.
But it makes
Yeah.
sense though because it's like I did hear you, but it don't make sense because obviously I said hi because I didn't understand. I heard you
Right.
say something.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really my grandma didn't like do shit like that, so I don't know.
What's a typical household, like something in the household that pissed you off as a kid that only only happened in a black house?
when I was
Me,
younger,
oh, go ahead.
when I was younger, speaking of, we're in the holiday season, right? And I'm the youngest boy in the family with the last name. Somehow, I'm always the one that got to go to the stove on the day of the holiday because every time they would forget something that they forget. And the grocery store is right there.
Wait, you was the oldest or youngest?
I'm the youngest, so I'm always the one that gets sent to the damn stove.
Mark can do
The
it.
stove is banging on the house. I got
Yeah.
to go around there
Long
and
line.
stand in a 30-minute
And
line
you got two
Get
items.
some milk.
for
some milk.
for a tomato. and shit.
Like we need these bell
Like,
peppers.
man,
some
hey,
sugar
I ain't gonna lie.
Bell pepper.
Listen,
A bell pepper.
I pride myself on not being a liar, but if my mama sent me to the store and the line, if I look in every
They had
line,
none.
they ain't even have it.
I swear
Like
to God.
it was jumping in
get
there.
that.
Scratch that. My mama probably watching or might not be watching, but she know now. Back when she used to send me to the store, I was smoking weed. So she used to send me to the store and be like, yeah, you got everything on the list? Nah, I come back like, what list? Say, all I know is I was supposed to get some hot Cheetos and honey
And
bun
you
for
ate
me.
them, and you ate
And
them.
I already ate that. So what list you sent me with? Because I don't know what the
No.
list said. I might have left the list
I
at
had
home.
lied to my mama too.
Like,
Like
I got
when
me
the line
some
was
chips, and the
on.
rest is
Yeah.
my weed.
Like,
bro.
they
rest is
have
my
none.
weed.
The worst to me in a black household is you in your room, you chilling, dead.
Oh, I already know what you're about to say.
Dead. You walk out. What's going on? Change the channel. For
No,
me.
nigga. I was like, no.
Or give me some water.
I got a better one,
Pass the
Brody.
remote.
I got a
Man.
better one, right? This is my grandma's house we in right now. My mom used to stay across the street, directly across the street, my guy. Okay, so where she sits on the couch in the house across the street, she can look directly out the front door to grandma's house. See me sitting on the porch. The door is closed, my dog. The door is closed. She hear Mark from in the house. I'm sitting on this porch. Come here. I go over there. Change the channel. I say, God damn, you called me
You
in the
called me.
house.
In the house.
Now, like I ain't gonna lie.
That
She
you
gonna say it
already
ain't happened,
in.
but it happened.
When my grandma did it, it was cool because I was tech savvy for my grandma. Like, and me and my grandma, we was like this. Like, we watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune together, and The Price is Right. So I was tech savvy. But when my mom did it, I'm like, you ain't that lazy. Like, I literally, when I got to like 14, that's when me and my mom got to being like best friends. So I'm like, Ma, you ain't that lazy. Like, I'm just so tired. I'm like, Ma, it's right there. Like, just
It be in
change
arms
the
reach,
channel.
yeah.
Like, you good.
No, it be the when you busy and they be like,
We're having the
hey,
most fun.
hey, come inside. Yeah, can you give me some water? You were literally just downstairs.
They be walking. My mama done been walking out the kitchen like, go get me some ice water. Like you just next to the
And then
freezer.
I can't talk back because you
can't
gonna beat
say
my
no.
ass.
You just gotta do it.
So like when I was a kid, my auntie used to love like ice water, and used to have a preference of like how we made it. Like she used to be like, go in there and run the water first. All right, cool. Run the water. Make sure it's ice in there. All right. Put all the ice in the cup. All right, bet. And make sure you rinse the cup out because I don't want no floaties. You about to come make this shit yourself in a
Right
minute.
at this point.
Like,
Eddie, do you want a line?
like, I'm about to
Hello?
say,
Did
you
you
guys
want a
better
line?
tip me for this shit. Like,
Like, do you want some cookies and some
You need a
crackers?
straw too.
Man,
like that joint
parents-
used to be OD. I'm like, auntie, like I love you, but damn.
Yeah, but it's probably kind of cool that y'all parents so y'all can tell y'all kids to do that. Like, hey, pick that up, bring mommy phone. The kids be like, all right.
Full of energy.
Like, yes, this is kind of nice.
Man, y'all ever cuss y'all mom out in silence?
No. Oh yeah.
On my head, for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I was like, baby,
I'm
black,
black, baby.
I was getting
shit out.
Ooh, remember who was that when Kevin Hart talking about you gonna smack me, bitch?
You gonna smack me?
I for sure had like 10 moments like that. Like man, I can't wait
Your
to
mama would whoop your ass. You had 10 moments like that?
yeah, I
Where you wanted to smack it, Robert?
yeah, I had some bad time.
I ain't.
I let a nigga ride my bike.
Maybe like
He ain't
3.
never come back.
Oh, man.
That's one thing I ain't gonna lie. If my kid do that, I'm sorry, I ain't about to whoop his ass.
Cause you gonna feel like you been there before.
No, it ain't even that I've been there. It's just like shit. Like you thought y'all was cool. Like I thought me and dude was cool. We chilling. He like, hey man, let me ride your bike. All right, cool. Forgot my mama said don't let nobody ride your bike. That nigga ain't never came. I'm still waiting on that nigga to come back.
Somebody probably robbed it from him.
So okay, so y'all can say like, would you ever or find yourself repeating traits or repeating patterns that your parents did that you did not like?
Yeah, I do it.
Unintentionally or intentionally? Like, yeah, I want to see.
It's unintentionally. Like, and I
you ain't
noticed
thinking about it. Like, yeah,
I noticed it. I think it was like a week ago.
Okay.
Cause my youngest son, like, he do this thing like when he get an attitude, like he'll just fall to the floor.
Kids that do that.
And like it pisses me off. Like get up. I be like get up. And he is an asshole. He's really my kid. Like he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like he'll get up and fall, like drop immediately again. So I'll either stand up and start walking to him, and then he'd be like, oh shit, like he jump up and run away. And I'm like, damn, like I noticed it like I said like a month ago, because I'm like, damn, my mama used to do that shit to me. Like I used to be like when we used to be in a grocery store, like y'all see that video, you want some chips, and she like put that shit back, and
like,
you like slam it back. I used to I busted a bag one time, and my mom started walking up on me like, you keep playing with me in here. I'm like, oh shit, like
right.
And like I do that to him now. Like when he fall out, I be like, man, stop playing with me, and I like start walking up to him. I'm like, damn, like, I do that shit my mom used to do.
Right, because kids be knowing.
Yeah. I definitely
It be the crying out. Like, I don't even got kids, but I have been in situations where my friends' kids, they be just fall out like, is you serious? Yeah, girl, it is not that deep. Like, you don't have no tears coming from your eyes.
I feel like you're talking about me, but it's okay.
No,
It's okay.
but it was a time when we was
Kamora, we talking about you.
Bro, when we was at Waffle
you get
House.
old enough.
I said, no, it was Treasure when we went to Waffle House last year for your homecoming.
Oh,
It's a Waffle House in Michigan?
No, in Ohio.
Oh, I was about to say, I need to know.
It is a Waffle House in it's Wayne's
Like-
Waffle House, Centerline, Michigan.
That's not Waffle House. That's
Yeah, that ain't.
Wayne's
If it
Waffle
ain't,
House.
if it ain't
No.
a Texaco or
it ain't the
a
Waffle
BP
House.
No,
next to
it ain't the Waffle
right.
House.
If it ain't a
but it's
Texaco or a BP next to it,
It's like-
or what's the other one? What's the yellow gas station?
I know what you're talking about.
It's a B, ain't it?
A son? Sunoco?
No,
it's a yellow. It's like a trucker.
I know what you're
gas
talking
station.
about.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about.
Speedway?
No, it's
No,
yellow.
what's
It's
the
not
name?
in Michigan, man.
Yeah,
It's not in Michigan.
Speedway is yellow.
It's literally at every intersection.
Speedway is red.
and it's always a Waffle House next to it.
I know what you're talking about, but anyway,
If it ain't one of them
No.
next to it, it ain't.
it ain't
Quick
one of
Mart.
those. It ain't.
You just naming shit.
Okay, too much TV.
She like Arby's?
No, I don't.
Come on.
Okay.
Speedway.
My bad, everybody's been to Ohio multiple times. I go to Toledo and back.
Hey yo, it's been. We had a good talk, y'all.
It was.
It's been a good talk. But no, we don't have a Waffle House in Michigan, so that's why I drive to Toledo, every month to go to the Waffle House.
They about to put a
Folks
Raising
must sell
Cane's
toilet paper in their
They got one in
pancakes.
our already.
Yeah, they about to put one in Detroit.
Yeah.
I gotta see what it's hitting on. Hopefully it ain't like Chick-fil-A. I can't like.
It's overrated.
Yeah,
it's
they
expensive as fuck.
it's
Chick-fil-A.
It's
Yeah.
not like
Look at my face.
Bro, I spent $30 on 2 salads and 2 like frosted lemonades, and me and my boyfriend was like, "What the fuck?"
Yo,
Listen, I
went-
will spend $20 on the macaroni from Chick-fil-A any day.
my rookie season in Tampa. Like that shit. They Chick-fil-A's is like on point. Like they lemonade be fresh.
I
as
feel
hell.
like that way about any Chick-fil-A I've ever been to. They are just like
Nah, like the ones,
private
like the one
school
is
type
the one. I
chicken.
stay around the corner from Somerset. I stay around the corner from
Private school
Somerset.
chicken.
and,
So
like,
your rookie season in 10, what the hell, you NFL player or some shit?
I
Boy,
play.
what you do?
I play basketball.
Oh, okay.
But like
All right.
the team that I
NFL?
played for,
I don't know.
was in Tampa. I played 2 seasons down there.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's
like
better than Michigan Chick-fil-A
definitely.
because the ones here I feel like it's
They are like those commercials that y'all be seeing, like where they be like, I've been at Chick-fil-A this long, and this customer comes in, and I'll greet him with a smile.
Yeah,
that's how they are down
Florida.
there.
Okay.
Like literally, and the one in like Atlanta, like they all like. I feel like
She said she don't know all of them.
I wouldn't know, but Michigan, I'm impressed by Michigan itself.
oh shit, my bad. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know if there's any more comments, but yeah, I usually be on top of the comments. I don't know. Maybe I need to pay the phone bill. Yeah. Long story short, there are disadvantages and odds against black men. Yes, there's odds against black women. There's odds against men, but we wanted to talk about odds against black men, and we had somebody to come in and talk on that. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Des. Thank you, like all the comments, even the ones I missed. Sorry,
y'all.
Love y'all. Well, we about to get up out of here.
Happy New Year's, everybody,
Happy
too.
New Year, right? It's about to be 2024.
We're going to
so
see y'all in
Happy New Year.
2024.
And yeah.
That's crazy. It's really about to be a whole nother year.
I'm ready for it.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio. Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile